Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters. I am your Dungeon Master Salkos, and this is our actual play Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. The champions, after 13 sessions, have finally arrived to the Winterlands of the Unseelie Court. But before we get into the session tonight, we do have a few announcements. A lot of the RPG music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate, an amazing goth, horror, and fantasy RPG production group based here in Ohio that is responsible for the first official Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. They are responsible for music that you hear in haunted attractions and amusement parks all around worldwide as well. You can go to the YouTube channel, check out their music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Check out their latest album, Live Shadows, which features music from all of their live shows. Lastly, they posted on their Twitter today that I saw that they have an announcement coming up tomorrow there's a story. So be sure to check out their Twitter as well. You can find out more information at midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !syndicate for a direct link if you have trouble spelling. With that, once again, thank you Midnight Syndicate for everything that you do. And Sarah, you had a coffee last night.
I forgot I was first. What you mean by that? Real quick, earlier when you're like, finally after 14, I don't know. I don't like how that sounded. And it
I don't like your tone, sir.
There.
Because maybe sometimes we use 20 minutes just to keep throwing rocks into a room that has a gas trap in it. So I mean, it's fine.
It feels like the DM should like insinuate more that maybe you should stop doing that. Anyways,
I don't railroad.
Sure, you know. Anyways, if you want the pep and the energy to confront people on live, then I'd suggest Found Familiar Coffee. They have great roasts and beans, and with the code word Prestige, you can get 10% off your whole order. Yeah, get Prestige or I hate you. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, wow, get it, or he'll make it personal.
No, I wouldn't say that. That sounds like more effort.
Get the coffee before you get roasted.
Prestige at checkout for 10% off, everyone.
Get the roasted bean before you get roasted by the bean.
That could mean two
There's
things.
a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, great start to episode 69.
Okay,
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Ember, we have a rather large announcement for Minecraft. My understanding.
Yeah. So we have a release date finally. So not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we will be releasing our 1.17 updated Minecraft server. It's grief protection. It has all the new blocks like drip leaf and moss and copper. Got the new ores, which look really cool, and you can fortune all of them. The server is grief protection. If you watch not next episode 71. If you watch episode 71, you get a free starter kit if you join our server, and you can find us at mc.pgc.gg. Pretty sure after the stream, at least I'll be hopping onto the server for a little bit. It should be a good time. You should join us.
It's actually session 70, because a reminder, everyone, that we do not have this session next week due to me moving. So
If we don't have a session
forgot
next
about
week,
that.
why do I have to wait 2 weeks to join the new Minecraft?
Perfect. I wasn't going to be here next week, too, so.
Wait, so we have. Never mind. You're good. You're good.
all right. Anything else there, Ember, for our Java Minecraft Survival Grief Protection server?
No, just come join us August 4th. It's fun.
Yay!
Block game.
Jack, where to watch?
What do we watch? Well, you're watching right now. We're all, hello Twitch. Hi. Love you, Twitch. I want to say, I would love you anyway if you happen to be on YouTube or wherever it is you're listening to us on the podcast and decide to like and subscribe us. I would love you one way or the other. I would love you more, just that much more. But I have a deep and everlasting fondness for you. I wanted to say thank you so much for following us so far. I think it's been a really great ride, and here we are on session 69. And as ever, you can catch us wherever you consume your content, wherever you stream it, be it podcast or YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And Ellis, you
Yo.
have something for us.
I sure do. To my knowledge, we are releasing 2 new core classes on our Redbubble merch design. It's for the Artificer and for the Blood Hunter, I believe. Is that right?
That is correct.
So, do we have a date for when those release yet?
So our artists are very busy, as some of them are taking summer classes. So they are currently working on the rough drafts right now, and you know, so far the ideas that are being thrown around are really fun and cool. We don't have a set date, but it should be within the next month or so, for sure.
Awesome. And they work really hard, so I know that they're gonna look good no matter what. It's just something to keep your eye out for.
Absolutely. If you want to hint, like, it's gonna be stylistically the same as all the other class designs, so we can keep it consistent from class to class. But you know,
But if your design for the class you want does look better, it's because we care about that one more.
Oh, I think it's all personal preference.
Not
I
wrong.
do have one final announcement. So as you all know, this is the month of July, and we're almost to the month of August. That means in just 2 months after that, we're going to be hitting spooky season. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for our special one shot, the special Halloween one shot that we're doing yearly. We will have tickets for sale to join in on that going up soon. So just, you know, join our Discord for announcements when we're going to have a launch date and everything for that. So everyone, unless there's any other announcements, I would like to invite you to get some snacks, get a drink, as we welcome you to our table as we begin session 69 of Prestige Encounters.
Nice.
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 And welcome back, everyone. So, where we last left off, the champions of Cataran had made their way to the solstice city of Amorindale, where they met the Summer Queen and some other nobles of another court known as the Astral Court. After passing her trial, they were given permission to venture into the Winterlands, but not return to Amorindale. The champions made their way into the market to prepare for their journey, meeting some curious characters selling their wares of magical and artisanal nature. And soon they mounted their hippogriffs and made way to the Autumn Gate. After passing through, they found themselves in the harsh winterlands of the Unseelie. Here, a perpetual blizzard constantly bellowed, they learned that the winter storms had caused ice to gather at the wings of their hippogriffs, resulting in them landing and setting up camp for the night. It was at this camp that you all were ambushed by a group of yeti. But nonetheless, you vanquished your foe, and as you finished your battle, Elif up in the air, you looked off to the side, and in the distance, you saw the figure of Renestray Snowfallen. And just as you caught eye of her, she disappeared into the cold winter air. And all you heard was her laugh echo around you, almost as if these blistering winds whipping at your faces carried it around you. With that, I believe one of you is unconscious, or multiple of you are conscious at the moment in time. Champions, what would you like to do?
We should stabilize.
I'm a conscious.
So I'm gonna go back down and not be in the air.
Okay.
I'm also not going to ever leave the tiny hut again. I'm also not ever
I think
just
the hut
gonna
is gone because Amber
again.
left it to cast a.
You did leave it.
But just for
Just-
future
yep.
reference, this is just a little bit of self-reflection. So, anyway, who is unconscious right now?
Sarah, I think, is.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else, or is it just Sarah?
I'm fine.
It looks like it's just him.
Clover
HP.
is
Yeah,
fine as well.
I think it's just Sarah.
Is it just me, or is Sarah's camera all?
Just you.
Yeah, it's
I'll
just
go ahead.
Did you guys hear
Okay.
that?
Yeah. The person who addressed us, are they visible at the moment?
Everybody but Elif, all you hear is this woman laughing, and then it just fades away after a few moments.
Damn it, some kind of winter ghost or something. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna look out for that.
Right, go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage
Okay.
due to the storm.
Okay. Some kind of specter, probably. Piss off, ghost. It's a 10.
Right now, all of you are getting hit with this winter air, kind of half protected by this cliffside you're up against. It's still very cold. You did not get to finish your long rest as it was interrupted. But everybody except Sarah did not get to finish her long rest. You can count this as a short rest unless you want to try to finish your long rest.
I'm gonna recast the hut so we can finish our long rest.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay. What's your question?
Since I only need half a rest to have the effects of not being, having no exhaustion, per se, do all my spell slots become available again?
Yeah, so you just have to go through a 4-hour long meditation to get the effects of a long rest. So you take half the time to rest up, but you still get all the effects of a long rest.
Okay.
But does not
Also-
clear exhaustion. That's the only caveat.
Oh, okay. That's all. But not but. Am I stable again? I don't know if I heard.
Use her.
I healed you.
Okay.
So what am I
So
at, like, health wise?
7.
7.
Mm-hmm. So while Ember's taking the 10 minutes to recast Tiny Hut, is there anything that you all want to do?
I can cast Cat
to see if
now.
I find anything.
Sorry, if you want to feel a little better, I can cast Cat Nap on you. It'll take 10 minutes, and you can get a short rest.
I'll just take the other half of the short rest we didn't take, and I should be good. But as he's setting up the hut, I like to dig through the snow to see if I find anything, preferably near the group, so that way I don't get lost.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh wee. All right, 24.
So as you're like digging through the snow, your fingers start to sting, and you are going to take a little bit of cold damage. As
No
a
way.
result of that, so that is 3 points of cold damage.
Wow.
But like you do dig, and you find underneath the snow and ice, your fingers are kind of bleeding, and the snow is kind of getting stained red from it. You manage to dig out a good little foxhole where it's actually kind of warm and protects you from the snow itself. But there is a white and blue flower kind of glowing, the soft blue glow.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
I take the flower.
Oh, hey. Did you see a lot? Did you see any others of those? Or just the one?
I didn't know you were staring at me do this, so this is kind of awkward for me to turn around and you just looking at me. Low-key.
I'm just standing here listening out for the laughter, but I mean, that's a nice flower.
Thanks.
We were asked to look for flowers like that.
Huh?
Yeah, we were asked to look for flowers like that.
We were?
Kind of. Yeah, well, we were in repayment for some of the good stuff that we got back at the.
Was it this flower
back at the market.
specifically, or is it like...
You need to
That's
put it
the
in a
description.
box.
Yeah,
okay.
well, we need to put a bouquet of them in the box, so that's why I was asking if you found any others like that. Because if we find a bunch, then I could maybe collect them together, put them in the box, and
Let me
get
check.
bouquet.
And then I, like, while looking at him, just look back to see if I find any more flowers, if it was just one.
So far, it's just one.
It was just one.
Okay. Maybe let's hang on to those. You never know. Is the laughter continuing, or is it just
It was just
melted away?
like 2 seconds. It's just laughter and then gone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You said it was a blue glow. It was blue and it was glowing.
It was white with a blue center to it, and it was glowing.
Okay.
I'm not interested in flower hunting until we finish long rests, to be honest. Because
Yeah,
that was a
we're just
nightmare.
using this to just look. Yeah.
All right, and soon enough, your hut does spring into existence.
Before the Yetis attacked us, let's see. We were talking a little bit, and Elith showed me the little statue, the little demon figurine. Is there some kind of knowledge roll I could make to see if I would recognize it? Anything about it?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. $25.
Wow.
So, this statue is a you don't know its exact origin, but it is carved out of ivory. And the main point of this is it is probably carved by someone who worships the demonic, and it's worth a sum of money, around 25 gold. You can guess, and its main point was to be some sort of small treasured item, rather than a magical significance.
Okay. Just a little token kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Kelvin says this, to everybody. Is everybody okay? That was kind of a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That
It
looks
was
almost
it was
like-
stunning.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was more like stressed out when we were attacked by zombies in a town than that. Low-key.
I don't know. I was pretty stressed out in that situation, Sarah.
I don't like how they were able to disable some of us.
Couldn't move for a minute.
That was
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Are
Just
you
the power
slower in this terrain, Ember?
What?
Are you slower in this terrain?
Her specifically?
I feel like that's
Are you slower in this terrain?
Well, I'm just asking because you know. And then I pull out a piece of bread, insinuating that he's made out of fire.
I
Or
thought
he
that would
has
make
fire.
it quicker.
Like for example, you know when like
Oh.
I usually, you know, cartoony fire elementals when they get angry, the flame grows, and then
Yeah.
when they're calm, it like goes down or like, you know what I mean?
Hey now, no need to be such a hothead.
Is this
What's a what?
racist?
What's a
Yo,
It's a
cartoon?
cartoony.
Can we
What's
put
a
it
cartoon?
real quick?
Yo mama.
Did I
Yeah.
see the lady who was laughing?
Yeah, you did. You were the only one who saw her
Um,
wearing
can
a
I-
silk dress that just like hung off of her body, with her powder blue hair and pointed cheekbones.
Right. Yeah.
Mommy, right?
Right.
Mommy's milk.
Anyways, I would like to tell the group about my sighting.
What are you saying?
I'm just gonna describe it, best I can with the silk dress and the cheekbones, and the nice light blue hair, and you know the details that don't really matter. Anyways, I recognize her.
Say something so bad.
It's just foggy. It's foggy for me, like genuinely.
As in, you seem like
Information, by
she
the
seemed
way,
familiar,
there's
you just don't
only
know.
2 people in the whole campaign that would have remembered her, and one of
And one of them is dead.
So,
Ah,
you're the
of
only
course.
one in the group who really knows who Renestray Snowfallen is.
Makes me want to cry. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, Renestray.
Isn't she the one we're headed to
Yeah,
see?
she was my. Are we all in a tiny hut together? What's the formation looking like?
Yeah, we're all circling one around.
Sure.
Like,
Okay.
what?
She was my patron for a quick minute.
Oh.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You switched?
So what happened was, I worked with someone, a demon lord, back in the day, way back in the day. And anyway, I lost someone named Anelia. Well, Renestray told me she could give me an Anelia back. And it was definitely misconstrued. Definitely got like the thicker end of the stick because she came back as my familiar.
phrasing.
They do seem to like to twist their words that way.
Yeah.
And
they
promises.
do. And then after that, she betrayed us with me and my group at the time. Back in Iosh. So it was a lot. It was a lot going on. But and that's what's foggy for me, but in general, that's kind of who she is. So I definitely don't feel safe anymore. And I definitely feel like I have a target on my forehead.
So she was giving you some kind of magic power, like working through you. That's what you're saying.
Yes. I was supposed to do certain things for her, represent her, certain tasks I can't remember. I wasn't very good at it. That's kind of why it didn't really work too well. But
Okay.
yeah,
So where are you getting that power now?
that is a very good question. I don't really want to talk about that right now. I think
It's none of my business who or what it is. I just mean, if you're getting it from someone or somewhere, could they not protect you?
very influential here. I mean, he could be, but I don't want to bother him.
Why?
Fine.
Why is this the first time you were telling us about this?
You know, I
She's
didn't think it was
shy. Leave her
important.
alone.
I didn't think that it was gonna really necessarily matter until I saw her. You know, Ember, unlike you, sometimes it just takes a second for the pieces and the bits to click. So it's
Okay,
all
well,
clicking now.
what do you know about her? What are her weaknesses or strengths? What are some things we should be worried about with her? Can she be anywhere? Do anything?
So I
What's
did
the
a
deal?
lot more looking than talking. Um, yeah. I don't
So you
really
don't-
have a solution right now. I'm just letting you guys know that she's
Okay.
probably going to be on our tail. I can't remember if she's who we're supposed to go see, though. That's what I'm confused about. Is she who we're supposed to be going to visit?
We know the Winter Queen's
Didn't somebody
name.
tell us the name? Yeah.
I think we know her name, right?
You know, thinking back,
Different
I don't
people?
think anyone has actually said
Asked for her name.
Morelius did call her Aunt Rennie at one point.
Which queen?
So fucked. We're so fucked.
What happened?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence just to see if I can remember that little detail.
I
Elif
felt like
has
it was
been
mentioned at some
introduced-
point.
She did introduce her by name to Elif, though. Yeah, so you would have recalled that Morelius, with the 22, you would have recalled that Morelius referred to her as Aunt Rennie.
Renee?
But Elith hasn't said, ran astray.
I did.
Cool.
Her name's Renistra.
Oh, you did. You did. Hmm. Well, I believe your patron is also the woman who kidnapped your child, or had your child kidnapped. So
That would make a lot of sense, actually. Wow. Oh.
So she sounds vindictive, and
it might not have been targeted. It might have just been.
I think it was. I think it was targeted. I
well,
have a
she
theory.
they certainly took lots of other children, but suppose she had the opportunity to, I don't know, knowing.
Just should we do a bait and switch?
How do you mean?
To get
I
your
have no idea.
son
I'm
back?
just thinking of ways that we can talk to her because I think we're kind of silly if we're thinking she's actually gonna let us walk up there and into her home.
I mean, getting
Do you
there
think-
it's not exactly just walking up there in general. You have to go through the tundra, into the mountains, to the fortress of pure ice of which she resides, and then her son as well. It's-
But we spent all this
On as well.
If we just
Wonderful.
bait her.
we spent all this time getting in the good graces of other powerful figures here. Do you think there's anything we could do that she would want or that would have value to her? Maybe fix things a little bit.
Back in the day, she gave me a couple tasks. Like I made that agreement with her for a reason. She had things for me to do. I just can't really quite remember what it was, but if I can figure that out and I can remember what her goal was, then maybe we can work off of that.
Would you like me to try and help you figure it out?
That would be
Help
great.
you
Tell me
remember.
really which goal.
I want to detect thoughts and go as deep as I can to try and find the memory of what she's supposed to do.
Elif, do you resist?
No, of course not.
Okay. So Ember, you begin to probe into Ellis' minds and sift through memories. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, because this isn't the intended use of the spell, but I'm going to allow it.
Sure. 25.
25. So you see flashes not one detail, but flashes. As you begin to sift through her memory, you see a meeting of Renistray with Elith in the house of Lord Lightvine, where Renistray is kind of draped about it and informing Elith that poachers have been making their way into their Feywilds due to a weak point into the boundary of plains and taking Fey folk and making them into pixie dust. You see, before that, you go through to the memories of the Festival of Last Light. You see a kobold on a table getting his throat slit. You see there are just flashes of these images. You also see a flash of an orphanage in green flame from the outside in Street View. And then, of course, flashes of Denton's face, of those that you've lost. Aiden, Flint, Zalryan with the ball of fire welling up into their mouth and up their throat. And then that's all you get.
Okay.
How'd it go?
Well, there was a few things. There was something about pixies, people stealing pixies and turning them into pixie dust due to a schism, a rift. I believe you were supposed to probably assist with that in some way.
Right. And I did the opposite of that. I remember that. Okay.
I saw an orphanage on fire.
Yeah, I remember that happening very clearly. Do you? Do you remember that?
I do remember that happening.
Me too.
I also saw the dragon Zorion breathing fire. I feel like these dragons are going to be an issue for us. They've come up again and again. Both the summer and winter courts are worried about them, or maybe the dragon is working with the Winter Queen. I don't know. But there's definitely going to be an issue.
That's an interesting theory about Zalryan and the dragons. Okay.
Do we know if Zorion has like a title?
Make a history check.
Okay. Oh, okay. 14.
14. Not clear on that. You haven't really read the word Zalryan anywhere, really. Which is not surprising. The Emperor's intent was to keep Zalryan a secret from the rest of the Empire and just let them rule their corner of the Empire. So,
Right.
I'm just gonna quietly put my hat over my eyes and go to sleep if I can.
Oh, damn.
Well, it is a lot to think about.
Okay. Yeah, lots to think about.
all right. So you're all going to bed.
Yes.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
So,
Should we pick up watch where we left off? I think it
With
was.
Elith and I.
I'm gonna go to. I need rest. I don't know if
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go and watch again.
Get you. You go ahead and get some rest. I can take watch. If someone wants to join me, they can. Otherwise, I'll take care of it.
I mean, Sarah finished his long rest, right?
Sarah did, but Sarah also got his
I'm saying damage.
rear handed to him.
Eat the fuck
That's
up.
true.
All right, so I guess it's just you, Kelvin. Kelvin, go ahead and make a perception check.
And 17.
Okay. So as everybody else begins to lie down and take their rest for the night, you keep an eye out. You are looking out. There's this. The snow seems to let up a little bit, and throughout the night, it is a gentle snowfall. In the distance, you do see a few dancing blue lights. You can't quite make out. You just see these circular balls of light far in the distance, kind of weaving in and out of the trees and over this frozen lake that you have witnessed over. And that's really it.
Okay.
Soon your watch comes to an end. Who would you like to wake up to take out the next watch?
Trying to remember who was on watches before.
I was on the first one with Aleph, and then it was or not Aleph, with Ember, and then it was Aleph and someone else. But then Aleph got out of the box.
Were we only the second watch?
Yeah, you guys
We
were
were
the second
the
one.
last
You were
one,
the
I
last
thought.
watch, yep.
Oh yeah, because Jack and Chada.
No, I
Sorry.
didn't take a watch this time. It might have been Zark.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna wake up Shada then.
Okay.
And say nothing of note to report. Just quiet so far. I'm gonna get a couple more hours, or I'm gonna sleep a little bit more if you don't mind taking a
Okay.
turn.
That's all right.
All right then. He just crashes.
Oh, poor thing.
All right then.
Okay. So shall I go and make a perception check?
Okay. Here we go. 15.
15. Okay. So, yeah, same thing. You kind of look out, and the sun begins to rise, and this golden light that is shining over the snow kind of gives it this golden look, and it's beautiful. It reflects in the snow, sparkles like ground up gemstones. The lake kind of just gives a mirror like reflection of the scenery around you. And yeah, it's quite nice. You do see some elk way across the lake, kind of walking up and digging through the snow, looking for some sort of next meal. And soon enough, that is the end of your watch.
All right.
You waking up?
You could wake me up.
Yep.
All right, Ember.
Hello.
You gotta make a perception check with advantage because Clover's gonna get up and sit next to you.
14.
14. Okay. Looking out, you don't notice much. There are a few things flying around, not like necessarily birds. You do see that the elk do run off and get chased by a couple wolves. And you're just kind of hanging back and watching this from a distance. Clover sits next to you, kind of producing a flame in their hand and like tossing it back and forth between the two and then extinguishing it and then redoing it.
Clover, would you mind telling me about yourself?
I mean, what would you like to know?
Has anything? When did you first learn that you could do magic?
I would say pretty young. My first instance of doing magic, and it's kind of funny, but I may have accidentally froze my caretaker a little bit. Just gave her the cold shoulder.
Caretaker,
Mm-hmm.
not parents.
No, I mean, my parents were definitely like alive, but they were just really busy and running the family. They do have a lot of kids, but and also running the town. My mother was the mayor of our small village. I think is what you humans would call a sort of leadership position. She oversaw things.
Did you just refer to me as a human?
She meant humanoids, of the mortal realm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
What about me? When did I first learn to do magic?
I mean, I don't think you know the same way that I do. It just, feels like it's part of me. But I've seen you write in your book.
Well, there is some magic that is a part of me. There's some magic that I've been doing since the day that I was born. And I'll produce a flame. This is all instinct. However, the rest of it I had to learn and study. I was probably 14 or 15 years old when I first picked up the craft, and I've been working on that ever since.
You're quite talented.
I try.
So, what comes after this?
After what?
I mean, you save the children, and what comes next?
It really depends, doesn't it? I have things that I need to take care of. There is a person that should not exist who is alone in the world, and I need to find them. However, these people seem to need my help, so
I mean, it sounds from what I've heard, and I don't mean to, listen on your conversations, but it seems like where you come from, you really travel all over. So maybe one day you'll find them.
Hopefully. I really hope so.
Well, I think that someone who has the power, not everybody who has the power that you do, Ember, knows the difference between right and wrong. Or rather, some do, they just choose to ignore it. And I know that you always will be responsible with that and make the right choices.
Clover, have you ever met a man who looks like this? And I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, just create like a little 6-inch image of the person that I met in their head.
So Clover kind of like looks at the image, and they return to it looks familiar, but I don't think I've met someone like that. But weird. I don't know.
Okay. I was just curious. This is a friend of mine, and I thought you might
Is that the one you're
might know
looking for?
them. This is not the one that I'm looking for. This is friend is a strong term. This is an acquaintance of mine. I was curious if you had ever run across them. He tends to run around on this plane a lot.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
I think we should wake the others now. While we
I go to Sarah's bag and I pull out a loaf of bread and I smack him in the face with it. and then I just wake everybody else up.
I don't think Sarah woke up, so alright, everybody else is just woken up. Alright. So y'all can all mark yourselves as having a long rest.
Wonderful.
Dar's just straight up snoring like he's in a deep sleep because he slept pretty later than usual. Sure, he can meditate, but nothing beats a good nap.
You just got slapped in the face with bread, so.
A loaf of bread.
Who has bread?
You do. I pulled
Took it from
it
you.
out of your bag and slapped you in the face with it.
God damn it. I rip it out of your hands, and since you were touching it, it's already toasted. And so I eat it.
Alright. I mean, we have to get out of this forest if you want to get past the tundra before sundown. I can tell you it's not going to be fun with the hippogriffs if we fly.
I'm assuming it's rather windy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
I want to, as we start moving, I want to send my snow owl out like 120 feet or so ahead of us, and then like bring it back and just kind of scout ahead of us. And since it's a snow owl, it should kind of like blend in and not be super unusual.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
With the owl. I think it gets advantage. Yep. Oh, wonderful. 5.
All right. I mean, your owl's doing its best with what it's got. So, how are you all traveling?
I think that riding on the hippogriffs on the ground would be the smartest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Zark can show us his horse.
Yeah,
Use
I can't actually. I can't actually summon a rideable horse.
Oh.
Not a use.
A horse, not a rideable one.
I see.
Why? What does the horse do?
Yeah, it's a rideable horse.
Great. So it goes to
More of a pony.
I get it. The horse has wings, right?
No,
Oh, so it's just like it's like abnormally large.
It's a rideable horse is an adult horse. A non-rideable horse is basically a pony. So
All right, let's move.
So you're riding on the hippogriff. So can I get a marching order, please?
I can
I'll
go
go first.
So you're gonna be
I'll do
in
it.
4 groups of 2.
I'll deal with Shada.
All right. So Ember and Shada. And Ella said she was gonna be first.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
I
like-
can have Clover with me again.
Okay. He's gonna be second.
I'll take Jack. Oh wait, are you riding your own?
Jack also has
I
a.
have my own. I have my own.
Shit.
No worries. But we
Your
can.
choices
I'll
are
go
Kelvin or
second. Just sort of.
Zark.
Yeah.
Calvin and Zark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with
Either
Calvin.
of you. Hey Zark, come on, get on board.
All right. Who's going
Sounds good.
last?
No, Zark's already got his horse. He's got his horse. It's all good.
no, I
I'll go
don't.
last.
Oh my god, did he not?
He doesn't have a horse.
He's
got his horse, it's fine.
Happened.
Who's
He's got his
going-
horse. It's fine.
Who's
I'm on
going
back.
last?
I'll go last.
You just said you're going second.
Okay.
No, I said I wanted to go first, but
All right,
Ellis said
Sarah
first.
and Kelvin. All right, and then second to last will be Shada and Ember, and second would be Jack and Zark. All right.
As
So I-
Jack climbs on his hippogriff, he's going to just pull seemingly from underneath the feathers a little shadow and just drape himself in the armor of shadows, and that's it. He's going to last for the next 8 hours, but he's ready to go.
Okay.
This is a dangerous place. Okay.
I'm also going to cast Mage Armor.
All right. So I need Elif to make a perception check with advantage, and Kelvin and Sarah. Either one of you can make it with advantage, or you both can make it individually.
I got a natural 20, so it came out to 22.
Beauty.
21.
There you go.
Okay. So, you kind of your hippogriffs are kind of trudging through the deep snow, but since they're taller from talon to shoulder, they managed to get through it better than you all do. Elif is just kind of gliding on top. The branches are heavy with snow, and periodically you do see where just one more ounce of weight kind of topples down, and like all the snow comes down off the tree at once from the kind of domino effect, and you're very alert. You're very nervous from what you've experienced as far as hostility goes in this forest already, in these Winterlands. Sorry, you do see that there is a couple spectral-looking figures floating from tree to tree, just not particularly interested in you, but there is a couple floating about.
Do they look like they're like I'm sorry. Do they look like they're like just regular wildlife in the area, or like surveillance or something?
So they're spectral, so they have no legs. They're just kind of floating. They look like very as you look closer, the one that you particularly see is a kind of sad looking elven woman who just looks like she is silently wailing as she kind of hovers around the forest.
she
and
like
kind of fading in and out with the light.
was she like looking for her kids?
You don't know.
Okay.
Clover leans into Aleph and says, "Whatever you do, just don't speak to them." You notice as more of these figures begin to pop up around the forest, kind of like one does go up to Jack, and it's a man, and it holds out its hand, kind of just like looking at you.
Do I recognize this man?
No, you don't. It's just no.
What's the expression on the face?
melancholy.
Is it
Like,
following me?
missing
Or is it
something.
standing there?
As you're kind of like walking down the path, it kind of comes out of the tree and like holds out its hand to you. Its eyes blank, it just kind of blurring in and out of its form.
After Clover says that to me, I just want to like call out to the group and relay that same message. Call them by name. So, Jack, Ember, Zark, Kelwin, the whole gang, just so that there's no confusion. But yeah, Clover
Okay.
says not to talk to the. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at the ghost, but I'm gonna just put my head down. Sort of like that. Just keep my eyes on the road.
Literally IRL blocked.
As you kind of just right, it just like drops his hand and like looks at you, and then goes back into the forest. And she looks back. She goes, "They're the fragments of the people that Ministry took in her deals. So just so Najim will try to get back what they lost from you."
That could be us, Give me a few days' time.
Way to stay positive, Jack.
So after a few
Well, we're
more
not there yet.
hours of traveling through the forest, you stop noticing any of these spectral figures. But what you do hear, Sarah, is this like sound coming from both the left and the right.
Like, does it look like it's like? Is it just a trotting noise, or is it like a galloping, like cavalry? Like
So like a gallop, and it's getting louder as it ventures towards you.
I'd like to look down and see, and like Calvin's with me, and I'm like, do you hear that? And I look left and right, and I want to search with him to see, like, get a better view of what it is.
So
no, is that
you
battle music?
turn
Yeah.
and look, what you see coming up on your left and right flanks, pursuing you, are these two very large white bears. Their
Oh,
teeth bared, their muzzles kind of stained red, and they are now
Are
pursuing
they on
you.
horses?
Their teeth
Live?
bared.
Very large white bears.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have
We've all
much
seen them by now.
experience with those.
and you said they're gaining on us.
They're pursuing you.
So
Let's
not,
Just following
okay.
them.
Gain a little altitude.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Would DM, would my experience with animals so far give me an idea about whether it would be wise to try to intimidate them to back down?
Make a nature check.
Nature check or animal handling? I'll check either of those. Or with that, yeah.
You're not exactly trying
Sure.
to
Nature
like
check.
control or command the
something.
animal. You're trying to understand.
Just get to
its-
know them. Okay. Gotcha. 15.
15.
Also,
These are
also I tell
predators.
everybody.
You understand that that it's possible that you can scare them off, but they seem to be hungry and kind of starving a little bit. As at this point, the wind
Okay.
also begins to pick up in the winter air. So
I just.
Okay. All right.
Guys, we're being followed.
Yeah, and the wind
Yeah.
is it's getting way stronger. We can't fly in wind like that. So.
I would like to fireball them.
okay. Yeah. Roll your damage for fireball.
Minor inconvenience. Fireball.
I mean, they're not towards us yet, and maybe this will scare them off. Okay.
They both
So
failed their
that
dex.
is
Dex saves.
cool.
Ahaha.
Ahaha.
Wait, I'm making sure I'm doing this right.
We're gonna see some poor little orphaned polar bear cubs, and it's gonna be your fault.
Yeah, maybe.
Shit.
Hey, but we're gonna have. Oh wait, no, they're gonna be burned. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's gonna have new pelts, but
You wear one of the babies as a hat.
21 damage.
Oh my gosh.
21 points of fire damage. As this firewall explodes in the middle of the path, kind of, you hear the sizzling sound of melted snow just releasing the steam. And then they break through the steam. Their left and right sides are respectively singed and charred, but they're still in pursuit. As they both take 21 points of fire damage.
That's gross.
So
I
what are
would
we
like.
Reigns going.
Are we?
Oh,
yeah. Take the
I
reins, Cohen.
Guys.
And I like go behind Cohen,
Oh,
and I want
shit.
to lightning bolt them.
And I went.
So you can only lightning bolt one because they're on your left and right.
Shit.
They're
Okay.
not lined up with you.
All right. I want to lightning bolt the one on my left, and it's gonna be at the 3rd level.
Okay. Elif, as he charges up this lightning bolt, you notice, kind of hovering a little bit higher on your broom with your natural 20, that some of the trees to the right are becoming slanted on either side in a straight line that's also beaming towards you.
Uh-oh.
They're in the trees.
So far off from the back, one tree starts to lean to the right, and the next one leans to the left, and they just stay like that, coming towards you. Sorry, as
So
you
they're-
let the lightning bolt go, the one on the left falls to the ground, just as you notice this large mound of snow, as if something's burrowing towards you at a rapid speed. And as
What?
you lightning
Did we just
Oh,
attack some dudes that were also running away?
As you lightning bolt this
Yeah, that tracks.
bear, it falls to the ground, and the one on the right, this burst of snow and dirt launches into the air as this huge mouth bites down onto this bear and then bears back down.
What kind of mouth?
An Alaskan bullworm.
Purple worm, probably.
So,
And scary.
and as it rises, the snow sizzles and melts, and steam is caused as you guys break into a clearing. With that,
I'd like to, as I saw that, like, all happen in front of me, I'm like, holy shit, guys, we have a bigger problem.
Big,
you're gonna
oh
need
boy.
a bigger boat.
Gonna need a bigger bear. As bait.
All right, so Kellen and Sarah.
Leave the
Zark,
one-liners to me
Zach.
and Sarah.
All right, with that, everyone,
Okay.
let me go ahead and get you a visual as you break into this clearing with this large rock in the middle. It's time to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Why is everything black and white?
We're in snow. We're in snow. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I didn't remember snow being gray. This just looks like laziness.
You obviously haven't lived in the north. Snow is always gray.
Well, that's because it
Yeah.
mixes with salt, so that's explained. But here, there's no explanation.
You're saying there's no salt in the Feywild?
I'm sorry, is my snow not good enough for you? Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
It just looks like you just made it black and white, though.
Just get that shit in there. 23, nice.
Yeah, I'll take a 12. Oh, gross. No, I don't want to take a 12.
Best I've done in a
Well.
very long time.
Never mind.
It's a
I'll take
nat
12.
20 and a nat 1.
I got
Nice.
an 8.
Oh, Alice, I'm so sorry.
What are the chances of that actually happening?
I'm sad about it.
Yeah, damn.
1 in 400.
Yeah, do the math.
1 in 400.
Thank you. Never
You're
mind.
welcome.
Not zero.
So, is everybody on the board? Let me roll initiative for Clover, who
Yeah.
gets a +0. What a loser.
No dex.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so as this first polar bear falls to the ground, the second one just gets completely devoured by whatever this insectoid looking creature was as it dives back into the snow. With that, Shada, What would you like to do? Top of the round.
Where is the
Did I
bear?
see where it burrowed?
So you notice that burrow. You draw a little shapey shape. There is just a pile of rock and snow and a tunnel there, and it's kind of like melting and sizzling. Mm-hmm.
All right. Shada is going to. I'm going to hold my action to shatter if it comes out of the ground.
All right, so you can hold your action. Okay.
Yes.
All right, for shatter. Okay. So, sorry, you do see that there is another mound of dirt coming straight for the two of you, and just as the line of earth breaks as it emerges, Shada, you can go ahead and cast Shatter.
All right. We go.
Ew, is that a centipede?
As this giant, like, flared looking insect centipede creature comes out with these red spines going down the center of its back, several legs. It's huge.
That's disgusting.
Needs to make a Constitution save.
Con save, okay.
Yeah.
That is going to be a, where's my d20? A natural 1.
All right. For 17 thunder damage.
Okay. So 17 points of thunder damage. All right. So as it bursts forth, it is going to go and bite Sara. Sara, that is going to be a 15 to hit.
What does it have to be to considered hit?
It has to be your armor class or higher. What is your armor class?
15.
So it does hit you. So as this,
But why? If my armor's 15 and it takes 15 to hit, right?
that's the
Doesn't
minimum
it cancel
score.
out?
No, that's the minimum score it needs.
Go hit the armor sack.
It's always the
just hits.
attacker's advantage.
So,
Stupid.
as his mouth goes down and just grabs Sara off of this, his hippogriff, and it just arcs its head up, and Sara's, the last thing you see is Sara's legs as it goes down its throat. Sara, you are now considered swallowed. And on top of that, you are taking...
Man, I just woke up. All right, here come all the swallowing king.
40
can see-
points of damage.
Oh,
I see the YouTube title
Welcome to
now.
session 69.
Man gets swallowed whole on 69th episode. Nice.
Don't give them ideas for free.
All right, so you are currently considered blinded and restrained. As you're now swallowed by this insectoid creature, and that is its turn as it emerges. Ember, it is now your turn with Kelvin on deck.
Yeah. We're on the hippogriffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How high up are they? They're on the ground, right?
Everybody's on the ground.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna cast haste on Shada, and then I'm gonna move my happy ass right over here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, Shada, you are now considered hasted. Congratulations.
Nice.
You get double movement. You get an extra action. You get +2 to your AC and advantage on Dex saving throws.
That's
All
awesome.
right. Kelvin, it is now your turn.
okay. First, I'm going to kind of. Well, I'm going to jump off the hippogriff. No, that. I don't know if I can control it.
You can try.
I'm not too worried about trying. I think I'm going to jump off and just tell it to, like, just kind of shoo it, like, you need to get away from here.
Go.
Get away.
Yeah, animal kingdom don't work anymore.
Like, get out of the path of this thing. I'm going to first move away from this thing. Let's see. I don't know, like over here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You notice as you move away from the creature, it does not take action against you, as it's like there's just something stuck in the middle of its like abdomen.
Oh, okay, interesting. And
its abdomen.
The bear. It's the bear, then you.
Oh, and I noticing
Get the bear out.
I think I'm also gonna do something for Shada and cast Enlarge on him.
Jesus.
You big and fast. You big and fast, boy.
So you are now a large size creature, double dimensions. Your weight is multiplied by 8. Your, let's see.
Or hippogriff.
Oh no, that's right.
You roll an extra d4 melee attacks.
So you will have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons increase in size to match your size, and so they do an extra d4 of damage.
I am currently beefed.
Yes, you are.
Anybody else? Anybody else like to help him out?
That'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now Jack's turn.
Cool. Okay, cool. I want to steer my hippogriff about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 feet this way, right here to this spot, this square that I'm highlighting.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of zip right where my figure is, and from there.
To it, just so I don't have to like move. You share
Okay,
space
cool.
with the hippogriff by moving your tokens here
Gotcha,
and here
gotcha.
for ease of moving.
Yeah. Neat. All right. Now, just okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire the thing with my hand crossbow. I wonder. I'm gonna roll for the attack, but I'm wondering if it's does Sarah count as being adjacent to it? Would sneak attack happen here? Your call. It's a 13 to hit. I don't even know if it
It's
hits.
currently engaged because it attacked on its turn. So a 13 misses. You watch this as this like chitin that makes up its hide. The crossbow bolt just bounces off of it. And it looks at you and it's like a roar, but it's like a screech.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual. And then what I'm gonna do is with the remaining 10 feet of movement, perch the hippogriff on the rock because I just saw it emerge from the ground. What I want to do is land the thing right here on this rock.
Okay.
So now Zark and I are on the rock. There we go. Cool. And that's my turn. I've still got a bonus action. I wonder if I can take that bonus action to hide somewhere.
Gonna be rough. Gonna make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Sure thing.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like
I'll
up
try.
and like on a stage now.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. Oh, I rolled 2 14s, so 26.
All right. Ellis, as you turn around, you hear this explosion of rock and snow and sizzling, and Sar just go, and then get swallowed. You begin to hear another rumbling sound behind you.
Numb.
No.
As another
Oh, no,
one of these bursts forth and knocks you off of your broom, and it takes
No.
That's why I went
Clover
to the
up
rock.
with it.
Oh.
That is
Wait.
going to be a
Well.
15 to hit. which is going to take
Bye, Clover.
Clover just is like, as you watch, it's like as it leaps out of the air and you and Clover get knocked up into the air, it just snatches Clover out of the minute. She like kind of like her eyes widen, she reaches for you, and it's almost like slow-mo for you. And with that, Clover just gone.
Holy shit. Are you serious?
Yeah, and so let me go ahead and roll that damage. All right, that's 42 points of damage.
On me?
No, on Clover.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, thank God, I'm like,
And
oh.
Clover is now
man.
considered restrained and blinded.
Unlucky.
Let's go ahead and note that. And that is the creature's turn. Zark, it is now your turn.
It's my turn. Yay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had to adjust my audios there. Okay. So you said the rock is kind of flat, like you said, like up on a stage is
Yeah.
how you compared
Kind
it?
of, yeah.
Okay,
Metaphorically
so
speaking.
let's see here. I'm gonna hop off the hippogriff
Okay.
onto the rock.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
It's a rock. Okay. My first thing I'm going to do is, oh crap! Now we have 2 to shoot at now. That's a problem. So my light is really bright. What happened there? That was weird. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, it's because it got darker outside. Okay, so I'll shoot at the blue one right here, the one that currently has Sara inside of him,
Okay.
or it. Sorry.
Episode 69.
16 hit.
As you like aim your crossbow, as you're leaping off a hippogriff, it just bounces off of the side of its head and it looks at you.
What?
And it's like, the red spikes down its back kind of flare red, and it's just like.
Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, 17. I forgot I'm using my +1 crossbolts.
That hits. That just hits.
Yes, let's go. I forgot about that +1. Woo. Okay.
All right, so roll damage.
Let's see. So 12.
Okay. So.
And it is now my favorite foe.
Okay. So as you hit it with this crossbow bolt, it like sinks right into the middle of its chitin on like just next to its like its neck, and like it still hisses and it's angry, and you just hit it with a crossbow bolt. Okay, that's your turn.
And then I'm going to cast Nature's Veil on myself and try to blend in with this rock.
Okay.
So it can't see me.
Make a stealth check. I don't know how that works.
Hang on, let me.
Sorry, you know the end of
It,
Shrek when Lord
just-
Farquaad is singing inside of the dragon's stomach?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
And then as I'm in there, I'm like, stay
Nature's
alive.
Veil essentially replaces hide in plain. Nature's Veil replaces hide in
Alright.
plain sight. So.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
We all good?
So I'm
Yep.
pretty much just hidden.
Okay. Sorry, it's your turn. Let's see it.
Okay. I was waiting for Zark to stop talking on my turn. I'm kidding now.
We'll even done with mine first off.
That is
Hold
so
on.
ironic.
I know, right? Tell me about it. I would like to. Okay, since it is dark in there, you said, right? But I
Yeah,
do
you're
have
blind
dark,
and you're
but I have dark
restrained.
vision, so can I not see?
There's no light. Dark vision requires like a little bit of light to work, I believe. It's not complete dark.
All right, then can I? Okay, I'm restrained. What can't I do when I'm restrained?
So when you are restrained, your speed is 0. You can't benefit from any bonuses to your speed. Any attack rolls you make have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on your dex saves.
All right, I'd like to grab my Himbro. Can I have? Do I have a like? Is it an action to turn it on? You said.
It's a bonus.
I think it's a
action
bonus.
to activate.
Alright, I'd like to-
Yeah.
I'd like to
anytime.
bonus action turn it on. Alexa, shut up. No, I'm not talking to you. Stop. Okay, I turned on my Alexa. I like to with my bonus action, I'd like to turn it on and then just stab, cause.
Hey, roll to attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Let me roll twice. Dare I say thrice?
You dare
Damn.
not. You miss.
Not allowed.
Eee.
So it's kind of hard to move as its muscles are now contracting, and to slowly begin to start the digestion, you begin to feel a burning sensation around your whole body as this acid begins to burn into your clothes.
Oh, painful.
You've got a burning sensation. Episode 69.
Gosh.
If you have a burning sensation, you should go see a doctor.
All right, so it's now. Is that your
PSA.
turn? Is that your turn? There's Sarah.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't know what else to do.
All right. So, Elif, as you land on the snow, this creature looks at you, and then you just see like a few sparks around it as this lightning bolt launches out of its mouth. As Clover casts lightning bolt from within.
That's nice. Good for her.
That is going to be. Hold on, it's rolling. It's rolling. "36 points of lightning damage. As this happens, you watch as this creature's eyes widen and it regurgitates a mucus-soaked Clover onto the snow as they land right next to you, kind of like still sizzling in the snow.
Much more spicy than they expected.
All right.
I just noticed what Shada put in the chat.
All right. So, it is now, that is the end of Clover's turn. Elif, it is now your turn.
Right. So I'm terrified. I don't want to be anywhere near this thing. So I'm finna book it all the way over here to Shada.
It's getting an opportunity attack against you.
That's fine.
Hey, well, as the natural one, as you begin to run away, the creature looks at you, just regurgitating what a Clover. It launches its head down the snow and just strikes the earth, completely missing you as it looks up and like it has a giant rock in its mouth and it crushes it in its jaw. It's like,
Yo, what a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
all right, so you move away, okay?
And then I would like to actually touch Shada and cast Death Ward. What can I not?
No, you can't. It's just-
I thought we were buffing him to the max.
we are.
Okay,
Death
good.
Ward.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And can I do a bonus action and cast Toll the Dead?
Nope. You
It's
can
a
do Death
cantrip,
Ward,
right?
but it's not a cantrip, that's a bonus action.
Oh.
So Death Ward on Shada.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys know, like, in literally every, they're like, combination attack. Like, that's what you are doing to Shada.
Yes. Yes, we
Alright,
are.
Shada. So, the first time you dropped to 0 hit points, as a result of taking damage, you instead dropped to 1 hit point. So, congratulations.
Or if they try to insta kill you,
Right.
insta-gated.
You basically have Sturdy on you as an effect. Congratulations. If anyone's a Pokemon
Let's
fan.
go.
Alright, is that your turn?
I think so. I don't know. I don't think I can do anything else. I'm happy with my turn.
Shada,
I'm
as
good.
you leap down into the snow, you just are like, buff, 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 and you're next thing you know, you're up in size. It's your turn, top of the round.
All right, so Shada, bonus action, he's going to activate that Sunblade.
Okay.
It's real big. It's real big.
And he is going to run over to Worm over here, and it's gonna hit it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
I think you get
Right.
4 attacks.
To 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
All right, he's gonna make that a trip attack.
Okay, what size does the creature have to be a certain size to make that happen?
At least it has to be at maximum 1 size bigger than me.
All right, so it is 1 size bigger than you. Okay.
Nice. Don't forget your extra D4 for the being
Yeah,
launched.
I get a D4 and I get an extra, I think D8 because
He's using a superiority dice.
an extra D4 and a D8 because of superiority die. Let me roll that
Nice.
D4 and okay, that's a 1 and a D8.
Oh.
Okay, extra 7 damage. Has to roll a strength save.
Okay. That is going to be a natural 20 plus 7. 27.
All right, so that does not work. All right.
Pause.
Got 3 more tries.
All right. You get 3 more attacks.
All right. So I'm going to attack it again. All right. And here we go. 22
Nice.
to hit
Hits.
for 16 plus a D4 plus 3.
Okay.
19 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I will attack it twice more.
Okay.
Nice.
A
22 and a 15.
misses, but the 22 does hit. So go ahead and roll 1 extra d4.
All right. Wow. Plus 1.
Okay. All right. Decent amount of damage. I think you did 13, 19,
And
40 something points of damage in 1 turn.
Yes.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Excellent.
No. Nothing for my turn.
It was 50 total, I think.
So, at the top of the creature's turn, sorry, you're going to take 66 points of acid damage as it begins to digest you.
66?
C6.
6d6. So that is 32 points of acid damage.
Holy fuck!
Okay.
Look how good
Those
you
are high
roll.
rolls. Those are high rolls.
Oh my god.
Oof.
So, I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
No, that's not good. That's bad.
Yeah, you can't really bring back the dead, something that's been digested into. I'm just gonna be bones. Hopefully my stuff doesn't disintegrate either, guys. Well, it's been nice playing with y'all. I'm just gonna go cry.
So Sar falls unconscious while being digested by this creature. All right.
Okay.
Ember. That is the creature's turn. Ember, it is your turn.
Yeah, so the one that has Sarah in it, I'm gonna hit it with a 5th level magic missile.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so each one of those
I'm
magic
sorry,
missiles
I
gets
did forget to do this with Shada, because it was like in the small print below the creature. Shada, with each tick, you're gonna take some fire damage.
I see.
So you take 38 points of fire damage in the process of your 4 attacks, as
okay.
its body is heated and hot. Yep. Okay, go ahead with your magic missile.
Yeah, okay, so it's 7 missiles.
Wow.
He's like, 50 damage. I'm not about to be outdone. All right, so
Yeah.
19, 30, 38, 49, 59, 68 points of force damage as this thing just goes boom, just hit with all of these beams. So
Did you say 69 damage?
68.
Oh,
So close.
Reroll.
All right. So let me just do some quick maths.
quick maths.
All right, go ahead. Is there anything else for your turn?
Yes, I'm gonna move. This rock, how
It's
like
looking
tall
hurt.
is this? How tall is this rock?
It's about 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall? Okay, is this like a ledge right here? Like, can I get under the
20
ledge?
feet into the air. Yeah, you can get under it. Yeah, for sure.
Alright, I want to hide on this side under the ledge.
Okay.
Not really hide, but well, sort of hide. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Kelvin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the one digesting Sarah with my infiltrator weapons.
Okay. The 20 hits, the 14 misses.
Okay. And I'm going to use my ability to make one of those do an extra 1d6. Oh. One more lightning damage, so 15.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, Jack, it is your turn.
Cool. Having seen it spill fiery stuff all over Shada on his melee attack, Jack's gonna stay on the rock. Can I confirm that 26 on stealth was enough to keep me hidden up here? Like, awesome. So I'm going to attack. Wicked. I'm gonna attack the blue one here that Shada's right next to.
Engage. You notice as you move, you guys are moving, it does like kind of nod its head towards the direction that you're going. But it is currently engaged, so you still get your sneak attack.
Cool. I'm actually hoping to attack with advantage if that's a thing.
So it does have tremor sense.
Okay. So would its tremor sense have detected me with a stealth roll of 26?
So I think tremor sense is anything that moves, it sees.
Cool. I'm hidden. Would that mean I am still on the rock with a 26 on stealth?
Yeah, you're hidden, but you do have. You're not. What am I trying to say here? You have your sneak attack, but you're not hidden to these creatures because anything that has connection to the ground, it sees.
I'm on the rock. Does that count?
Connected to the ground.
It's okay. It's whatever you wish. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if I can roll with advantage or not.
No,
that's all.
You can use your steady aim too.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's say one more time because I have element accuracy. So far, it's a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
23. Awesome. So here comes the crossbow bolt damage with sneak attack as well, and that is a grand total of 25 points of piercing damage.
Oof, it's looking real hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that's my action and bonus action. I'm gonna stick right here. I'm gonna load up a new crossbow bolt in.
Sal, I forgot to ask about sneak damage on mine since it's new.
What about sneak damage? Do you get sneak damage?
Not with an info. Not with a.
It's a ranged weapon.
Ranged weapon.
But you wouldn't get sneak attack because it's C. I mean, it depends on what the nature. Can you post the description?
If I don't have advantage, then that's fine. I just realized that.
No, you would not because it can see you, despite your stealth.
You would get it. You would get if it's adjacent to an hostile enemy. Rules as written. That's how that goes. It's up to you how you want to rule it, but I know that like rules as written, you're supposed to get sneak attack if the enemy is adjacent to another enemy, to a hostile.
If you're gonna put the description in the chat while Zark takes his turn, because I have to take.
Sure, we'll do. Yeah.
Yep. Well, for Denton's infiltrator armor. Okay, so the Kelwins, Jesus. So as this one just regurgitating Clover, it kind of arcs its neck as like kind of like circles it around her, and she kind of like is on her hands and knees and she looks up coughing and she goes, "Oh, fuck you," and it just attacks her again.
Poor Clover.
That is going to take her again.
Like to see another lightning bolt
That
come
is
out.
60 points of damage, and
Never
Clover
mind.
is unconscious.
Ooh.
Oh, it just rolled it. I thought I was sharing that.
All right.
A
So-
good thing our healer is also unconscious.
With that, Zark, it is your turn.
Let's see here. Okay. So I'm gonna still shoot at the blue one since he's still favored. And does a
29
30
hits.
hit?
30 hits.
All right, for 15.
All right, so as this thing is about to it's like kind of like a cobra, kind of like bobbing its head one way or back as it watches Shada's movements. Shada, you just watch as a crossbow bolt sinks into one of its eyes, and the creature falls over, and coming out of it is a unconscious, slime-covered Sara,
Nice.
Partially digested.
Ta-da!
smoldering in this like bubbling acid. He has burns all over. His clothes have been eaten away. Zark, anything else for your turn?
Fucking Freddy. Am I
And
naked?
then I'm
No, don't look
gonna
at my butt.
I'm gonna turn my attention real quick over to the red guy real quick and take another pot shot at him.
I will say that Sara does come out in like a fetal position with like his ass up.
And that's not a
He's in the
fetal
yawning
position if
position.
it's ass up.
Okay, so bonus action, another
Yawn
shot at the other one.
Episode 69.
69.
So a 19 does hit.
That does hit.
All right. Oof. All right. 8, and now he's favored.
All right.
You got lots of favorites over there, bud.
Yeah,
Sara,
anytime-
your
anytime I hit with
first
an attack.
death save, please.
Okay. 8.
An 8, that is a fail. Mark it accordingly. Clover's death save.
At 20.
That is a
Aw.
success. She. There we go. All right. Elith, it is now your turn.
I can only run 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say that your broom is right here.
Oh. And would be getting on my broom, that would be an action.
I'll see it's a bonus action. You can command it to fly as an action, I believe.
Honestly, bro, I'm just gonna use my action and bonus action. I'm just gonna sprint and run all the way over here.
Okay. You're just running. You're just running.
I'm just running, and then that's gonna be it. And then if if Sara doesn't get his next thing, I'll use my thing. So
All right, Shada, it is your turn.
All right. So Shada's going to make his way over to this one, and then he's going to use one act to attack it
Okay.
with this. Let me do that really quick. Taking a second to open. All right, here we go. 20.
That hits. You take 13 points of fire damage.
50, You said 13 or 15?
13.
Okay, and then it rolls an extra d4, so that's 12 radiant.
Okay.
Let me put that. I'm gonna make another attack at it.
Okay.
26.
All right.
An extra d4, so 12.
Okay.
All right, and do I have to take any more damage from that?
Yeah, so it'll be another 3d6.
All right,
So 7.
so that's a total of 20 damage. Let me put that in.
Just a reminder, the first time
And
you
then-
hit 0, you instead hit 1.
Yeah. All right, and for a bonus action, Shada's going to shove the creature with his shield. Try
Okay.
to shove it to the ground.
Okay. Strength check.
Get advantage on that. Wow.
Oh, ouch.
2
That
hurts.
natural
That was.
ones. Oh,
Oh,
all right.
Oh,
Does not work.
All right.
Because no matter, even if it rolled a natural 1, it would still do better than a 5. So,
Yeah.
okay, anything else?
For an action, let me see.
You get 4 attacks.
Yeah, I get 2 extra attacks, right?
Yeah.
yeah, because you did.
So,
You get 2 more.
Right. yeah. All right, and it's a. I already used my bonus action, so I can't do that. I'm going to. I guess I'm just gonna make 2 more attacks. Ooh. That's 125
That hits.
for 14 damage.
You take 14 more points of fire damage.
All right. All right, and then what is it? Yeah, another one.
Another one.
I'm pushing this,
Yep.
and I missed.
That's sweet, and I missed. That's a miss. Yeah, absolutely. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Amber, it's your turn. Kelvin's on deck. Jack's in the hole.
Cool. I want to cast, if this is okay with you, I want to cast Dimension Door to inside of the thing.
So you can't see the inside, so I'm gonna say make an Arcana check.
Okay. I mean, I do know the distance to it, right? Because I
Roughly.
can state a distance and direction such as 200 feet straight downward or upward to the northeast at a 45-degree angle.
Make an Arcana
I would
check.
like. Okay. 18.
Right, so with a flash, you appear inside the contracting muscles of this, and you kind of, it's really hard to move, and you're considered restrained and blinded now, but you look up and in your shades of red that you're able to see in, you do see a small little, paw. Foot.
Okay. So that's my action. The rest of my turn, I just kind of want to pull Clover to me and like hug them close to me.
Okay, so, make a strength check.
God. Okay.
And what is the DC from this?
Where? Oh, sorry. 10.
You're trying really hard, but this sudden new object in this creature makes it really hard to move, and you can't quite reach.
Okay.
All
That'll
right,
be my turn.
Kellen, is your turn.
Okay. So I'm kind of like, where'd Ember go? And I'll run up here to heal Shada.
Okay.
19.
All right, Shada, you get 19 points of healing.
And then
Nice.
I have 10 more feet of movement. I'm gonna come back a little bit.
By the way, I'm just gonna
See.
so for like this hippogriff is like all the way over here at this point. This one's like
Oh,
They're scattering
I'm gonna
a
have to
little
go
Got it.
round him up again. Okay.
all right.
And I'm gonna call that good for my turn.
Jack, it's your turn.
Okay, first thing Jack's gonna do is take a quick glance over to see if Sarah is still down or if Elith has managed to get to him and fed him a health potion or not.
So Elith is there. She's just now getting there. Sarah is still down, ass up.
I can't.
I'll
Am
be
I in the
able
fetal
to-
position or ass up? I can't be both.
Your face is down in the fetal position, but you're angled to where you're up. Like you're
My feet are
Yeah.
down or in the fetal
no,
position.
Your face is down into the snow. Like you know how the fetal
Okay.
position is most people laying it
You're
sideways.
curled up.
You're on your face and stomach are what's on the ground rather than your side.
My face and
I don't
stomach
know,
are on the
I don't
ground,
know.
so I'm not holding my knees with my arms, like some would
No.
do in the fetal position.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not in the fetal position. I'm just
I
face down,
got
ass up.
Sarah. Sarah is safe with me, so you're fine.
Okay.
Unless he wasn't
Wait,
That's
I'm
what
face
it's
down,
not
ass
safe.
up in front of Peach. I'm not safe. I mean,
What would you like to do for
Okay,
your
cool.
turn?
Having checked that, Jack's gonna use his bonus action to do steady aim and with a crossbow bolt attack the red one right there.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Crossbow bolt attacking with advantage. That's currently that's a 25. I'm gonna see if I get a natural 20. I don't. Okay, so 25. 25 to
Okay.
hit. Here comes the damage. Oh, that's not too bad. 28 points of piercing damage.
All right. Nice. All right, so on the creature's turn, both Ember and Clover are going to take. Except Clover is just going to take one fail instead. Ember, that is 24 points of acid damage. Okay. And
Concentration on haste.
oof.
No.
All right.
Uh-oh, we failed it.
Charlotte,
That's
you
not
are
good.
now stunned for your next turn.
What
As
happened?
he failed his concentration
you-
on haste, and you are now considered stunned for your next turn.
It's haste. Yeah, it's haste.
All right, Zark, that is your turn.
All right. I guess I'll just take another shot at old red over here. Can't really do much else from up top this rock. 24 hit
That hits.
or 25,
It hits.
and then 16.
All right, 16 points of damage. Okay.
All right, and then I'll take another crack at it. 31
That hits.
and 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Sarah, I need a death save, please.
yo, mama. 9.
That is another fail.
Okay.
Clover is going to make a death save. That is it 10 a success?
Yeah.
10 or above is pass.
Is that? Yeah.
That sounds correct.
The reason why I ask is because, you know, like, you have 11 out of 10 chance to roll a success if 10 is while a fail is a 9 out of 10. I mean, 9 out of 20.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, Elith.
Yo, what's up?
It's your turn? Question mark?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna use Spare the Dying on. Did you succeed? You didn't succeed.
No.
No.
He has 2
So, yeah.
fails.
I'm finna use
Spare the
that
Dying.
on Sara.
Okay.
And can I use another cantrip?
So is Spare the Dying an action? So you can
Yes.
only use, you
Yes.
can only use a cantrip as a bonus action if that cantrip is a bonus action. It does say what it requires. So if it says 1A, that means 1 action. So I don't think you have any cantrips that you can use as a bonus action.
No. That's okay though. That's all I really wanted to do. So I'm just gonna hang out with Sara.
Okay. Shada, you are stunned. Ember, it is now your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to. Okay, so the rabbit foot is within 5 feet of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna dimension door and take Clover. I'm gonna take Clover with me, and I'm gonna dimension door to meow.
All right.
Don't really have any good bonus actions. My turn.
Kelwin, it is your turn.
Let's see. I'm gonna do Zappy Zappy again.
Okay. Both hit. So 19.
And I'm gonna add the 1d6 to one of them.
Starting to look hurt, guys. And Elif.
Thanks.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Jack, it is your turn. Can he end
Okay.
this in his turn? It is possible.
It's possible. Yeah. Well, let's give it a go. Let's try this again. Bonus action, steady aim, and attack. Ooh, dirty 20 so far. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, here we go. And here comes the damage. Big money, big money. 30 points of piercing damage.
Oh, it's looking real hurt. So close.
Not
It is-
enough.
It is its turn. It's going to. Yeah, it's going to go after a stunned.
He's no longer stunned.
Oh, yeah.
The end of his turn.
So it's going to go after a Shada.
A
Shada,
large
that's going to
Shada.
be a 23 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
All right, so that is going to be. You still take the full damage. You're just not grappled. So congrats. 57 points of damage as it bites you, and you have the searing pain right into your rib cage as it begins to burn and bleed.
Ouch.
So what I'm hearing is I dropped to 1 hit point.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
Zark, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. Alright.
That death ward only
I'm gonna
works once.
do what I do best. I'm gonna just shoot the thing.
Cool.
Okay.
Are you even good at that though?
I mean, I saved your ass, didn't I?
All
Anyway.
outpost.
There.
That just
18?
hits.
Yay!
13 or 14? Sorry.
Zark, I have one
Good
question
question.
for you.
Ah, that's the one.
How would you like to do this?
No,
Face
I'm
down, ass
terrible
up.
at these. Shoot it in the face. I don't know. I'm terrible.
Sure.
All right, so Shada, after you somehow fight off this massive amount of damage, it's left standing by sheer will. You do not know. You watch as this thing is about to launch its head back as it arcs back, and a crossbow bolt goes straight into its mouth and launches itself out the back of the throat. The creature wobbles back and forth for a moment, and with its flaming
Wobble,
body,
wobble, wobble.
it collapses to the ground, sizzling the snow. And soon enough, the light fades from its eyes, and the kind of molten look from its spikes fade into black as well. And that will end combat. And effectively, that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. Right on time. So,
Before we take our mid-session break, can we just clarify that LF uses Spare the Dying on Clover, so they no longer have to take death saving throws when we get back?
I didn't.
Come back. Clover's dead.
So everyone, we're gonna take our mid-session break here. Don't forget to stick around, hit that follow button if you have not already. And while we're refreshing ourselves, go ahead and visit our YouTube channel and give us a follow, join our Discord, all of that fun stuff. So we will see you soon back here at the Prestige GC Twitch channel, or if you're watching the podcast after these messages. Have a great night. See you soon. And welcome
Episode
back,
69?
everyone.
Love the taste of not getting
episode
sued.
Session 69, where we last left off. Our champions of Cataran just succeeded in vanquish two. Excuse me, I was like downing food. Two of these insectoid creatures, saving both their friend Sarah and Clover from digestion in a world where Pepto-Bismol does not exist. So, champions, as your friends are now stabilized, what would you like to do?
Well,
How big are these? Like, they're really big, right? So is there anything we can like take from them and their bodies, or are they just too big?
Want a tooth.
So they take up 15 by 15 foot areas on a map. So they are rather large.
huge, in fact.
Make a necklace.
Like a giant that you've
Or-
seen is
or a
considered a
cool-looking dagger.
large creature. These are huge. So standing, from head to tail, they're well over 30 feet long, 40 even.
Okay, so could I roll something to like investigate maybe like the mouth, like take some teeth and like the tongue or something and like
Make a nature check.
okay. I got a 12.
12. You can try to get their teeth. The body is still like steaming in the snow, and you don't quite know how to navigate it without getting hurt.
Oh.
But you do recognize these creatures. They are called Rimmerazes. They are insects and monstrosities.
Remorse.
I guess I can wait or whatever for them to cool down and maybe ask like Zark for help or something because he knows about nature and animals.
Shada, you look like you could use a cat nap.
Clover and Sarah are still unconscious in the snow.
Yeah, I was gonna cast catnap on the two of them and also offer Shada if he wants it.
Is that supposed to be a race thing?
No.
Why would you
he's a
offer the
cat.
cat?
That's
Are you
the
gonna
name-
put him to sleep?
It's the name of the spell, but It was a funny opportunity.
Honey.
Yeah,
So
I'd
now the
appreciate
professor
it.
got offended for
It would
someone
help.
else.
Okay. So then,
Speaking of cats.
Shada, Sarah, and Clover could all take a short rest in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my infusion in my ring to get that spell slot back that I just used.
I'm going to use my Pearl of Power to recharge one of my spell slots as well.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and do a short rest for Clover here. So I just use.
During the 10 minutes that we're resting, I'm just gonna produce some flames around us to keep us nice and warm. Probably huddle underneath that cliff edge of that rock.
Okay.
Keep out of the wind. Wrangle up our hippogriffs for.
Oh yeah.
After producing flame, kind of like keeping your allies warm, you do after about 10 minutes, Clover does wake up. Oh man, that was rough.
Are you okay?
Are we
I
okay?
mean- Well,
Yeah,
we
we're okay.
defeated them. You've taken an awful lot of heavy hits there, Clover.
Yeah, I mean it's it's not something I'm used to, but I'm happy to do it for my friends.
Well, be careful, You're not so bad.
Well, are we still pretty early in the day? What are we gonna do?
What's the wind like? Really bad, Silva?
What was that, Jack?
Is the wind still really bad?
Fairly. It's not like, terrible, but it is picking up, and it's rather uncomfortable as these like gusts of winds randomly hits you as you guys are like huddled against the rock overhang where Ember initially like hid during the fight.
So it's riding weather, not flying weather. Cool. I'm gonna just hold my hand out to Zark. Back on, shall we? And I'll hop on to Sable.
By the way, I just want to point out to the Twitch chat, Genesis TTV is our 369th follower.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice.
On episode 69.
Yeah.
It's cosmic, no, it's cosmic.
Nice.
The TVA looking at us right now.
So
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
so do we
Silly
want to press
goose.
onward?
Yes,
Just
let's
so
do.
that
Let's press on.
Was Elith still trying to see if she could get anything more with somebody else's help? Or
I think we
I
can keep
can
moving
help.
on. I'm not too
Okay.
pressed, honestly.
okay.
hold on, I gotta heal myself to
I'm excited for when we fight a humanoid, you guys. Point it out. When we're fighting one, I mean, like, I'll try to
Like
identify.
the Yetis.
Yeah, I was gonna
They
say,
were-
do Bigfoot and Yetis
I
count
don't
as
think they
humanoid?
were humanoids. They were
They
large
look like humans, though.
monstrosities. I know, but they were like animals, right, Michael?
One,
Yeah, but
in that case, if we go like fight,
Hmm.
like say like a ruler, like a tyrant, are they not humanoid because they're a tyrant?
Yes, they
Like,
Okay,
are.
but like they're human-like, but they're bad people, so they're not human. They're animals. You know what I mean?
So
No.
these two creatures that you just killed were monstrosities. We're not talking about like definitions of character per se. when it comes to
Okay.
these
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Some of the distinctions are a little confusing.
Like a
Just keep your-
giant is not a humanoid; they are a giant.
I'm just excited. Okay, guys.
I just want to know where humanoid begins and where it ends. But anyways, or like what we're basing it on.
Should dive into
Begins
it.
at conception.
I
All
think
right. Let's not get into this. Let's not get into this.
you should just
Kelvin
Yeah.
starts taking lots of notes.
um
About this.
Humanoids, conception,
Conception?
all of it.
As
All
you
of it.
all are sitting around this rock, you hear a roar distant in the. You hear a roar distant beyond
Either
the
right.
wind.
Either right.
I don't like that.
Like an animal
We tell-
roar or
Could tell what kind of roar.
Make a perception check. There it is.
Somebody better than me like to make a perception check.
I will do the perception check.
I will assist you in perceiving.
Penny is considerably better at perception than I am. My little construct.
Anyway.
Uh,
10.
Oh, let me add a +5 to that. I haven't used
Oh,
Flash
I
of Genius
appreciate that. It's
today.
15.
15. All right. So as you're kind of like looking through the wind, you do see a large winged shadow fly over you towards the direction that you're heading. And for just a moment, through a break in the clouds, you see a flash of white.
not good.
uh-oh.
And it just, after a few moments, you all like falling silent among your playful speech during your your rest, in your recollection, flies off into the distance, disappearing amongst the winter storm.
Am I able to tell what it is, or we can only just see a shadow?
You see
it's
a flash of white.
wing.
Oh, okay. That's
White
what-
winged beast of some sort of type.
What kind of wings?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 15.
You've seen this type of creature before, particularly this family of creatures several times before. Once in the Druidic lands, another time while escaping Layout, once in the city of Barazabul, and once within the layer of Xenodon. This is draconic, and they belong to and this creature belongs to that family.
Not
Well,
good.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Not good.
Yeah, we've been
Not
finding a lot of
good.
stuff.
Yeah, quietly then, and let's keep low to the ground and through the trees then, shall we? If we can.
You good? You good there, Jack? You don't sound too good right now.
Well,
Well,
he deserves to be cautious.
it was a
Yeah.
fucking dragon, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, no, not eager to tangle with that, not just yet.
No. Though if there was some way we could take it down, I'm sure that would get us.
Oh,
in
I have no
good
doubt.
graces.
I want to tame it.
Well,
Good
it was
graces?
white, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well, what's the nature of a white dragon?
a
Those
wintry
are
dragon.
chromatic.
Does it
They'd
have
be
a
icy.
significance? Like in the
Well-
temper?
From what I've heard, they are not fun.
Are you suggesting that we take that thing down and use that kill to impress the Ice Queen? Is that the sort of thing we're talking about?
If it's
We use
within the
dragon
realm
to
of
kill the
breathing.
Ice Queen.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole nother
what?
idea.
Unless you're about to tell me that you have experienced taming dragons, I don't think that plan has much of a future.
I also think the ice dragon won't do much to the ice queen.
No, probably not. This is
Poor
her
chap.
domain.
I don't think we should,
Although,
and I don't think really we should kill her unless we need to.
it's...
But like, I really don't think we should at all.
No. Yeah, I
Hey,
agree.
but even if it can't do much against her, like imagine the entrance, the style points we would have, like
Be hard
busting
for-
down her doors
Well-
with riding on the back of a dragon.
Yeah, but if we did that, she's not the only one who would have a problem with us. I mean, the queen of the summer court just told us to send her sister her love. So it sounds like she wants to try to fix things. I don't
Well, I
know.
guess that's depending on the Ice Queen now, isn't it?
Maybe we
Yeah,
should
but
love every monster that we encounter. We should just
I'm
try
just
to love
saying,
every
yeah,
in hostile environment
mean-
and show the Ice Queen that there's nothing for her to fear and that she can
There you go.
embrace us.
Mhm.
That's where I
Perhaps
am.
pick some more of these flowers along
that
the
might
way.
work. Yeah.
Do we see more? Or
Yeah, I'd like, just as we go, I'd like to keep an eye out for more of those. DM,
Hmm. What are you doing?
I'm looking out for flowers. I'm looking out for white flowers, DM.
Make an investigation check.
Of course. 13.
Kind of hard to spot. You do notice that there are a few growing around this rock. You do manage to find 3 more,
Ooh, okay, 3 more. I'll add 3 to my inventory.
and you take 1
Nice, good
point
job.
of cold damage as you kind of are digging through the snow to search.
Ooh, ouch. I will use my reaction to uncanny dodge. No, I don't know. Uncanny dodge probably doesn't.
Uncanny
DM, I DM'd you
I'm going to
I DM'd you
outrun
a
the freeze.
question.
May I ask what I shall call these flowers, or shall I just describe them as white wintry flowers?
As far as you know, Ember, that would be true. As far as you know.
These chromatic dragons are concerning. Do you guys remember the book that I gave to the guy with the giants? I don't remember his name. His great grandfather was a piece of shit. Anyway, the book had some lore on these chromatic dragons, and we've seen 2 now, and most of them haven't been seen since roughly the first age, late first age.
Haven't been seen on the material plane. Do you think this is just a place where they live now? I mean,
Well, we encountered one on the material plane, and now we're encountering one here. They fought in a war. They fought in a war against the giants, and they ended up losing. Their commander was imprisoned in the Shadow Realm. It sounds like a
they'd
joke.
probably be upset about that.
I also imagine they'd be pretty upset about that. But the fact that we've seen so much activity and so much mention of these chromatic dragons when they haven't been an issue for such a long time is very concerning to me. And I wish Denton were still here so we could send a message to some of my colleagues at the academy. This might be a pressing issue.
I suppose we'll have to live long enough to give the news ourselves.
Do you think it makes enough of a difference if we try and take out any dragons if we're capable of? I'm not certain of their strength.
Who was there for the encounter with the red dragon? Is that dragon dead?
We don't necessarily know.
What do you mean?
Well, from what I can remember, from what they told me, one of their friends ripped a portal to another dimension open and threw himself, a dragon, and a genie into said portal.
So
That one may
depend-
still be alive as well.
They have
Depends whether the other dimension killed them then. But a dragon wouldn't go down easily.
dragons are really strong. At least when they're like older.
And we have no idea how big this one was. I think did anybody get any better glimpse than a blur?
Big is what we saw. It might still be listening. We should probably keep our voices down.
That's smart. Didn't think about that.
DM, is the wind blowing in the direction of where we saw the dragon fly off to?
The it is flying. It changes directions. Right now it's rather calm. But you know, it flies towards you, away from. It goes against the direction that the dragon flew.
Oh, okay, great.
What does that mean?
We are downwind of the dragon at the moment, so it can't smell us, at least.
Oh, good.
For now. But that could change.
Okay.
If anyone has a way of making sure the wind doesn't catch us, I don't know what we could do. Prestidigitation can only do so much. Can make some smells appear, I can't really make too many smells disappear.
I guess
But
that
if
leaves the
possible,
question
that's
of
pretty-
what do we do if it finds us?
I could just
Oh, we fight like hell. Or run like hell.
I don't know. I was gonna say that I could just cast us in darkness, but then I don't know if we can really even see where we're going.
Yeah, that wouldn't work either, you know.
I mean, obviously we would stick out, but again, we kind of already do. And then they wouldn't really be able to like pinpoint us. They just see like a vat of darkness. That's the only thing I'm really seeing right now for me.
Okay. Right. How much further do you think, DM, by this point do we have a sense of a direction?
We've only been traveling for a day. I'm assuming we have quite a distance to go. We should have bought a fucking map.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the DM is DMing me, so.
Okay.
That's funny.
May we proceed for now as quietly as we can?
All right. So, what was your question? As I was answering a question.
Sure thing. May we proceed for now as stealthily as we can?
If you want to roll a group stealth check, yeah. At this point, it's about mid-afternoon. And you kind of look beyond the tree line. You see that there is the forest seems to start to thin out as you look forward. So I need a collective stealth check, please. This is going to be for Clover.
I got an 11.
Get a 6.
We got 26, 27.
I didn't know I could do this.
A 20, a 15, a 6, 11. Sarah, what's your stealth?
My stealth is actually the best stealth. It's,
You're gonna beat a 26 and a 27.
how much you want to bet on it?
That's a plus
You didn't
12
say
and
a
plus
number.
10. So.
20.
20.
Fuck.
All right. So as you all begin to move forward, as stealthily as you can, with your hippogriffs, I need stealth rolls for the 3 hippogriffs.
Oh.
Okay, here they come.
The 2 with armor get disadvantage.
Yeah.
Still just a straight dex. Nice. 17 plus 1. 17.
12 and 17. Sarah, your hippogriff, please.
Oh, that sucks. I got a 12 and then a crit, so it's a 12.
Okay. Oh wait, that's a saving throw. I did the wrong one.
What doesn't use your stealth? It's so a 10. Okay, so you move forward as stealthily as you can. You're in the cold air. Your hippogriffs are a little bit uneasy, but soon enough, you break the tree line and see a frozen wasteland ahead of you. The air is rather calm at the moment, but you do see dark clouds in the distance, along with some large rocks. By rocks, I mean like hills and mountains jutting out of the ground, very jagged looking, like shards of blades stuck into the ground and just put there by giants of giants. But from there to from where you are to there, it is rather open feeling. A frozen desert with drifts of snow rippling across the land. How would you like to proceed?
With caution.
I'm gonna, would I be able to just slip the Cloak of Elvenkind over top of the Winter Cloak that's keeping me warm? Just double them up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Doing that. Nice. And the cloak's color will shift to white.
Yeah.
To match the snow.
Okay.
Cool.
So you all continue to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
The cold is just lashing at your faces as the wind begins to pick up. You feel
I use Mask of Many Faces to change my hat white.
You feel cold, but not like you're going to be losing any limbs or appendages anytime soon. The wind does begin to pick up once more as the sun sets beyond the horizon. Making a marching order, please.
I can go first again.
Me and Shadow will go second.
So, Elif.
I'll go after them.
I'll take up the rear.
I'll ride up front with Alice. Right up front.
I'll do the end, but I don't know who I'm going with.
So Sarah and Kelvin is in the back, Elif and Clover in the front. Sean and Ember are right second to last, and Jack and Zark are right behind Elif and Clover. Okay.
Sure.
Elif, can I get a perception check with advantage? And Sarah, a perception check with advantage, please.
18.
Okay.
$25.
25, okay.
Okay.
For the moment, it's just the group of you four venturing out into a tundra in the middle of the night. The wind is strong. It is lashing at your faces. and it is just freezing. You feel like your bones or cells are getting frostbite. As you travel, you do hear some whispers around you.
Are they good whispers?
Can I listen in?
Are they
On the
whispering about
whispers?
us?
Uh,
I would not like to listen to the whispers.
so Aleph, as you listen, kind of like
Shit.
hear in the distance with your perceptions, you hear, "Go back. You do not belong here."
Ew.
I did not like that one bit.
I don't wanna
really
listen
likes his
anymore.
soundboard.
Also,
I
are we
don't-
supposed to be hearing tundra noises? Because I don't hear anything.
I do not have any thunder noises currently.
Okay, that's. I was just wondering if your audio is working or not.
We're not
Um,
gonna turn around, so
And these whispers continue to overlap on one another and continue to build until it's almost like a dull roar is all around the 8 of you. Voices whispering, "Go away. You should never have come here." The just warnings. You see that there are these in the darkness as this ice and snow and sleet is blowing around you and swirling around you. Some of them begin to spark blue and glow and just like flash as all these whispers continue to grow and just build up a crescendo around you with warnings, "Go away." What would you like to do?
You said it's getting dark, right?
It is dark out right now.
Should we set up camp?
I think resting is a very good idea.
If it's getting dark. Yeah.
Sure. All opposed?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take first watch with Ella. So, because we haven't talked in a while, we're homies.
Second watch.
So the whispers are still going on. So I'm gonna cast silence on myself while I set up the dome, so I don't have to listen to them.
I'll volunteer for second watch
Okay.
with Jack.
Okay.
Who's third watch? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I can't hear the conversation.
Oh, you can't even ask to take a watch because you can't hear the conversation. Like the ambiance.
I mean,
It's
I
okay.
can
We'll
take third
volunteer
watch
someone.
too. I
Yeah.
can take third watch too.
I pushed
'Cause I-
Kelvin. I'm like, Kelvin volunteers for third watch.
I already volunteered for second.
Oh, never mind.
Do you just want to take third by yourself,
Me?
or do you want me to take third as well? Because I only need a little bit of sleep.
Don't I only leave a little bit of sleep too?
You need a little bit of meditation and melatonin.
Please.
I can come halfway through the third watch, so that way I get a good enough rest from when we go to bed from the first watch.
Works. That works for me.
All right.
You guys trying to do like first and third? I'm confused.
Well, she is doing first and third. I'm gonna like go to sleep on second and wake up halfway through third.
So she's just not gonna take a rest at all.
No.
Okay.
So no one wants
Act of the undying bitch ass.
I should still have 2 spell slots left because I have 3.
Okay.
So I should be okay, but we'll
Alright,
see.
so first watch.
Well, we had
Those of you taking first watch, you either get a perception check with advantage or individual perception checks.
I'll do it.
Let's do. I'll do one with advantage. You said that was perception.
Yep.
I got a 14 as the highest one.
Okay.
Wait,
so
what's your perception?
Together it is 14.
probably have a higher
she
perception.
rolled that. That is
Yeah,
what we're
I
going
wanted
for
to
with.
do it, and so I'm like, wait, what are you doing?
So as Ember
okay.
springs the dome around the party, the hippogriffs are not able to join inside, and now it is just the two
I
of
assume
you.
we would have found an area that was like sheltered enough that the
You kind
hippogriffs
of-
could kind of.
So this is all just like a plain, like a snow-covered plain or desert. The best bet you have would be to try to utilize a snowdrift to the best of your ability.
Like a snow cave.
I want to stay inside the bubble.
Okay.
I do not want to ever leave the bubble in the tundra again. So.
Okay. As the night continues to go, the storm continues to get worse and worse. And soon you do notice that there is ice forming against the Lehman's tiny hut from the outside, kind of encasing the dome into this ice.
It sure would be unlucky to be outside right now. Only a very dumb person would sit outside the hut. That's not me.
Tell me about it. Listen, it's been a while since we've had a little chit chat. So, how are you?
What are you trying to get at?
What do you mean? We haven't talked in forever. And I feel like these new zany, wacky characters that have joined our group.
It's
Alice,
kind of
in the back
fun.
of your mind, you hear, "Cannot trust him. Keep your secrets."
You good? Kind of just froze there.
I really miss Denton.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Did I hear the liar part? Did she hear the liar part?
That's to her.
Oh, she's the only one hearing these right now?
This is a bit problematic.
Yeah, I
You,
miss Denton
Sarah?
also. What?
Do you miss him?
Sarah, in your mind, as you say
Yeah.
that, you're the one responsible for his death.
Yeah.
Shit.
Murders.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be toast.
I was actually very upset because that only leaves you and me left from the first group of adventurers I encountered.
You forget Zark was there all the fucking time.
Hello.
Ecstasy.
I'm still here. I may
Nah,
have been
you
muted,
left.
but I'm still here.
I'm just saying, Don Toretto would never leave his familia. And so, the
Technically,
fact
I
that he
did
left.
leave my family. I actually went with them. Thank you very much.
nah,
Oh, wow.
familia
It's
isn't
still an
your
open
blood.
wound, that's all.
True,
You know what
true,
I
true.
mean?
True, true,
Like-
true.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I understand what you mean. I'm like, I don't know. I've thought about like changing as a person and just straight out not healing people anymore, not to be responsible for anyone's lives. But then at the same time, I feel like that'd be selfish. And that wouldn't like be what Denton would want.
Speaking of selfish, do you think there's anyone that isn't telling the truth?
Like, I turn around
Just
at the group of
about-
people. I'm like,
I mean, I like just about, themselves, you know, like I
Who
feel like
themselves?
there's some people that I feel like I know a lot about, but then other people that I don't really feel like I know at all. And I don't really know why I don't know them. I feel like people know
Right.
about me.
we don't know that much about Zark.
I feel like we know about Zark. Though I
not
question
Zark.
some of the things
Captain
that
Jack.
Ember says.
And Zark, low key, before he left, I didn't know what his thing was. And then he came back, and I still don't know much about him. I'm sorry, but we never had a talk.
Oh, Well, maybe that's who you should be on watch with, and maybe that's who you should try to talk to.
Now's your
Maybe.
chance. Kill them while they sleep.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Did you hear that? What was?
Mm-hmm.
I heard. Did we both hear that one?
What did you hear? I just.
Same
Curious.
times is 3,
I just-
2, 1.
I don't know. What did I hear? Very very peculiar indeed.
I'm gonna turn my back to him a little bit and just kind of like.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna pull out a loaf of bread,
Oh, here you go.
and then I'm gonna tear the corners off of one slice of bread and put them in my ears
No.
to minimize the noise because I don't like what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my journal out and start writing what I'm hearing.
Okay. Both of you make wisdom saving throws, please.
I got an 18.
Got a 20.
Okay. Continue.
As I'm turning around, I start eating the rest of my bread that's not in my ears, and then I just like close my eyes, but I shut them because I don't want to see because I'm hearing all these noises and I feel like something's gonna come at me. Because I've seen plenty of horror movies where you hear whispers, stare into a mirror and then something pops up, or you stare out a window and then something pops up.
Do you reopen your eyes?
I keep them closed.
You could never open your eyes again.
I can never open my eyes. I'm gonna wait until I get tapped on the shoulder and I get confirmation that it's someone I know to open my eyes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Interesting that you say that because I was just having the thought, the intuitive feeling to go and tap your shoulder.
Open your
And
eyes.
I want to know something.
Alright, are you tapping my shoulder?
Yeah, I'm tapping you right now.
Okay, I open my eyes.
As you
Sarah.
open your eyes, you look at the edge of the bubble through the icy glass that is now covering it, and what you see is the ghostly face of your lost companion Denton. And as you
God
see
damn it!
you just watch as the form crumbles to dust and blows away in the wind.
I
I'd
see
like,
that?
No, Elif, you do not.
Okay.
I'd like to just.
Sarah.
I'm just.
Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
My mouth is like
Alright.
open, like I can't breathe, and my eyes start swelling with tears.
Oh my god.
And it's just streams of tears going down as
you
I'm
okay?
choking, basically.
You murdered him.
And then
Do I need to call a medic?
I start to like that, and then I eventually just lay down on the ground and then actually go into a fetal position, not
Oh my
face down
God.
ass up.
Oh my
And
god.
then
Can I?
and so I'm just there
Huh?
and I'm stuck in this trance.
Oh my god. Can I cast are you a willing creature? Be a willing creature for me. Let me help you. Let me
I
help you.
guess.
Okay.
I don't really know how to not be a willing creature.
Let me help you. I'm gonna cast Feign
Do
Death.
you have an ND? Do you have a DN? What, fuck.
I'm gonna
Yeah, DNR.
I'm gonna cast Feign Death on Sarah so that he isn't panicking and he's instead just dead for a little.
Just for a little bit.
Basically, just force Sarah to be like dead, like Juliet.
Yeah.
Right, so
So-
sorry, you just go catatonic. You're
Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams.
out.
Poisoned and frightened effects don't work on them while they're in that state, right?
That ass said euthanasia.
Does it not?
Euthanization.
Wait, what do you mean?
If I remember the spell right, like if they're poisoned or diseased or something like that is suspended. I was wondering if that was why you did that.
If it's disease or it just says about disease and poisons being like suspended. I don't know about fear.
Never mind then. I'm getting it confused.
Why
I
are
don't know if you're dying or not. We're all asleep
Sara's
at the
not
moment.
dying? It's just it puts him in like a catatonic state, similar to death. So if like anyone were to
so
like
limbo.
feel, if you were to feel
Mhm.
him, or if
Like
you
you
were to
just got put on
cast,
anesthesia, basically.
yeah, homie's just chilling. It's all
You've been
okay.
Bill Cosby.
Ellis, as you do this, as like Star begins to have a panic attack and he's like his chest is being heavy, you just put him under this state of perpetual or fake death, essentially feigned death. And as this happens, you kind of begin to hear as well. Good. Take your chance.
What chance? I can't take any chances.
They will catch you eventually. They will know what you did.
No. I'm resisting the thoughts because I know for a fact that they don't know. Otherwise, they wouldn't be with me. Strong logic.
For a moment, it feels like you are frozen. The snow, the wind, the sounds of your comrade sleeping stops. On the other side of the bubble, a figure emerges. Pale skin and powder blue hair. And despite her not being able to see into the bubble, she looks right at you.
I don't know what to do. Do I wake someone up?
Do you think,
I
Ellis,
can't.
betraying me is the wisest decision that you've made?
Can I answer that? No, I don't. Oh my god. I didn't.
You were promised to me. You were mine. And I will have you back.
I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't, really do that great with what you wanted me to do, but you did kind of lie to me, and you did kind of set me up, and you did kind of, screw me over a little bit. So, I don't know. Our contract is void right now. It's not there. I am committed to a different patron, and I am going to be the best under him. Point blank, period.
We will see. As she says this, you kind of look around and notice that this like frost is starting to overtake your comrades' bodies. The skin begins to glow purple. Their lips, the skin begins to glow pale. Their lips purple, and you look as their you now turn around and see their eyes are all open, icy blue in color, and it seems that they're not moving.
Oh my god.
And as you take this back in shock, the storm begins once more, and you're there alone.
Is everyone still frozen? Can I go?
No, they're fine.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
Ellis,
Just under PTSD. Got it. Freaking out.
you are mine, and I will tend to show that to you.
Why?
No response. And with that, it is now time to wake up the second watch.
Okay. I need to wake Sarah up. So I'm just gonna let him wake up.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna wake up for second shift. Who was it?
Me and Jack.
And
Jack?
Kellen.
Okay. And yeah. I need to have a lot of thinking to do. So.
So Jack and Calvin, you're woken up.
See a
yeah.
ghost? Do you see a ghost?
Sure did.
Oh,
Those around here. Well, we'll be sure to tell them to piss off. You get some sleep.
I'm liking this place less and less.
Oh, did you like it at all? It's kind of pretty, I suppose.
It has its own beauty, but it's like the entire place doesn't want us here.
No, it doesn't. Those whispers, makes me think there's an intelligence behind it. There's one will behind it. Gotta be.
It's very reminiscent of certain spells, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminds me of the illusion spells to an extent. I have a spell myself that's a little different, but
You have a very
can hit.
peculiar magical way about you. I've seen you with that cannon thing, but what can you do? Are you a wizard, like Ember?
Not exactly. I suppose you could say I found a different way to tap into magic. Though I have spent a lot of time studying, as I'm sure he has.
Could you do anything about them? The whispers.
I suppose. I'm afraid I don't have anything like that. I could.
That's all right.
I could.
I don't know.
I could try and overwhelm it with. Kind of block it out with more soothing sounds, make those more prevalent.
Yeah. Sort of like, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and make piano notes kind of sound, faint chimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I just figured out how to do that, but imbue it into things I touch.
I imagine it mostly sounds creepy in the backdrop of the wind and the whispers.
I wanted to ask you a question, Jack.
What's that?
You're pretty good at hiding and being sneaky when you want to. I've always considered myself very clumsy, but today I did something I didn't know I could do.
What's that?
Well, I felt like I blended into the shadows. I didn't feel clumsy at all.
Little inspiration from your time in the Feywild?
I guess I don't know. I was gonna ask you if that's just something that you always knew how to do, or if it's a skill that you practiced, or.
I suspect it's sort of along the same lines as you. I learned it by necessity, There was a time when suddenly I had to learn these things. Always had a way of keeping on my feet. Although I suppose as a child I was always very good at attracting attention more than deflecting it. That's something I learned a little bit later. But I can show you a few things if you like. For instance, breathing is is actually a lot more important than you'd realize, because a foe can look for center of mass and they might see the swell of the breath. So the trick is to just breathe in such a way that doesn't look like you breathe, sort of like this. And I'll just sort of show him. Yeah. But but I think where I've found things get really interesting is if you go unnoticed long enough, you can exploit a foe's weakness just so. Quite a lot of times these things will just expose something vulnerable, like a rib or a loose bit of carapace, that kind of thing. And if you can hit just that right point, it takes practice. I get it wrong a lot. But if you just stay still for a moment and watch it, then you can just let your hands do the work.
You know, all of this makes so much sense, but it doesn't feel like something you just taught me. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like something I've known.
You know, something I've been wondering for a little while is, this is a place that eats memories. I think it's entirely possible that if we start to feel a bit of deja vu, it could be that there's something we've lost and given away in the time that we've been here. I'm starting to wonder about that.
What have you lost?
Nothing yet.
Nothing
What of consequence? I don't know. Grab my eye.
Oh, that reminds me as well. I think we're probably going to be on our guard for a while here, but when we get a chance, you want to help me out a little bit with making this eye?
Oh, sure. What can I do? I can tinker, but...
Yeah, I've got some things I could show you. I just thought that maybe it might mean a little something more to you if you help to make it.
All right.
You showed me some things about being sneaky. I'll show you some things I've learned about making magic items. But we'll just have to see when we get a chance to do that. I think we've had a lot of surprises lately. I've had a chance to work on it a little bit, but not the last couple of days.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, we've been busy.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. But when we have a chance, why don't you help me out a little?
Oh, sure. Wouldn't know where to start, but I'm sure I'll take your lead. Are you hearing anything yet? Because I am. I heard something.
Try it. What?
He asked if you're hearing anything.
Oh. Have I?
Have you?
No, not yet, no.
Sometimes I try to recite calculations or math problems when I don't want to hear things or don't know how to, when I don't know how to react to other people. It's been a good tool to help me focus my mind.
Who are you?
Oh, well, there goes my focus. Time to start over.
Think. Think back. Who are you?
I don't know. No, I'm an artificer. I make things. I study magic.
They do not trust you. You will never fit in.
Basic alchemical formulas of science.
The both of you can
yeah.
make a wisdom save, please.
Okay. I'm gonna add a 5 to mine. And I'll just add a 5 to whatever Jack gets. Just to try to safeguard him.
Jack, what did you get for your wisdom save?
Oh, yeah, here we go. So I thought it was just against him, but here it comes. Ooh, that is a 3. What was that you added for me?
A 5. It's
so cool. So
probably
it's
not enough, but
8 total.
So, as you hear what they're saying, both of you are rather new to this group. Happening by a random chance. Jack, to you, it's no more than 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that you joined this party and joined them through the Looking Glass into the Feywilds. Kelvin, it was no more than a week ago that you were just in the Land of the Giants fighting off a diseased hill giant, and they said, "Hey, come along." It's not unreasonable to you that they may be leading you to your deaths. You find yourselves in a tundra, below zero temperatures, storm raging around you. It makes sense.
Bad situation.
you know, this group has gotten into all kinds of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost died. Practically every day. One of us did die. Just melted away. I watched it happen. That could be us, you know.
I don't think I want to die. I've got a lot I still haven't figured out.
I look down at my shadow and I clench my fist. Kind of grab at it. I am not ready yet. We're going to make it home. Yes, he does. We are gonna get out of this together.
Are you okay?
Yes. Better, actually.
And soon it is time to wake up the third watch.
Golly. Okay.
Cool. Third watch is, that would be...
Sarah and Elith again? Is that right?
That's right.
Or Sarah a little bit later, so at least Elith.
Sarah a little bit later.
I don't know if Sarah's actually gonna be on watch with me. He said maybe halfway
He's
through,
dead.
but probably not.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
look around and I'll look over at Shada.
Yeah.
And then I wake up Shada just for a moment. Yeah, it's not too much. Because I would have just assumed they probably need to sleep, for God's sake. Alright. What about Zark? Has he taken a watch? Anyone see if Zark took a watch?
I don't know.
I don't think he did.
I haven't taken a watch yet.
Sure, I'll wake him up. Hey. You good? Okay. They'll try to talk to you. Try not to talk back.
Okay.
It helps to make conversation.
You did wake me up, right?
And I'll do that last.
Yeah.
All right. So
You wanted to be up for this?
Shada, Zark, and Elif.
I have important things I need to. I have lots of questions. I need things to do. I need to think. Yeah.
Okay. Clover's gonna wake up too.
Fuck's sake. Why is it always?
So what does the outside of the hut look like now? Is this still super icy out?
So it's like one of those windows that let light in, but it's a privacy window. So it's very it's translucent. You can't see through it. But it's glossy. Best way to put it. You can surmise there's about an inch thick layer of ice surrounding the globe at this point.
And there's not a lot of space in here, is there?
Only about enough for 9 people to lay down next to each other,
Yeah,
but still be comfortable.
Not enough for me to set up a circle, huh?
No. It should be morning soon.
Have we been paying attention to our hippogriffs?
So it's kind of hard to see what they are doing on the other side of this ice at this point. But you can try.
We break
Yeah.
the ice?
I want to check them out, see how they're doing.
You're gonna break the ice and go through.
I could, couldn't I break the ice and stay on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just break the ice and look out.
So what you see are your 3 hippogriffs huddled very close together, kind of like they've kind of hollowed out a bit of the snowdrift, kind of made themselves like a slight igloo. They're moving.
All right, that's good. Okay. All right, that's, I wanted to see that they were, still alive and there. What were you saying, Clover?
It should be morning soon.
Yep.
Ooh.
Then we're back on the move, right?
I guess.
I just had a really good idea.
I'm worried about the dragon.
Like right now?
No, it just was very intimidating to see something like that. I mean, since I've been with you, I've met the queen of the witches. I've met a creature of insane power and capabilities where I saw one of us just turn to dust before my eyes, and I never felt so helpless in my life. I
been
met
a
the
magnet
queen
for that.
of the Summerlands, which I never thought in my life I would get an audience with her. And now I'm on my way to defy the ruling of the Winter Queen. I can't fathom it. I lived a very sheltered life. I was under close watch by my caretaker at all times. I was rarely allowed to leave the property. And then all of this.
Yeah, we've been kind of a magnet for all this type of stuff.
Yeah, you stick with us for a little while. You'll see that we meet quite a few important people every now and then. So This is pretty much just par for the course for us.
I know you have had your fill, Zark, from what I've heard about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would
Let's
so
hope we
many
don't have to.
so many people and beings of this power be so invested in? I'm sorry, 7 people who at first seemed like nobodies to me. Sure, you're more talented than a lot, but it just makes me think, and I'm also worried that you're so casual about it. Anyway, I'll be quiet now. I know I'm annoying. It's fine.
Well, what are you suggesting, Clover?
I feel like I know a bad omen when I see one, and at one point, I think your luck that has gotten you by time after time again is going to run out. The tallest flower is the one that gets cut first.
Oh, that attitude does not help.
Maybe it's just this forsaken place. I'm sorry.
Elith is gonna go set up a little. She's gonna go and like set up this itty bitty tiny circle, like a little like tiny circle, and sit in the middle of it. And I mean, she's gonna try her hardest to pray and reach out to Orcus and see if she can get in contact with him that way. If not, we will have to take more drastic measures. So.
Make a religion check.
Got it. A 12.
A 12. You pray for a bit. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do? Or you just watch Elf kind of like sit and close her eyes and focus on something for a while?
I'm gonna go into my bag. I'm gonna pull out this dusty looking flask that I keep with me. I'm gonna take a swig from it.
Okay.
Like, that'll keep you warm in these kind of nights.
Anybody need to have anything sharpened? I could take care of that.
I think I'm good for now.
I use magic.
That's right.
So you don't need your wit sharpened.
I'm afraid this this sword doesn't need to be sharpened, considering it's made of like light or something.
I guess if someone got too close to me, I could stab them with a pointy end of a wand. But I prefer not to.
New GoPro now. Codename, video game mode. I'm pretty happy with the angle too.
Not used to talking to a whole lot of people that are in
Sarah,
Smiths.
But
we can hear your phone.
problems. The up and down movement is a little extreme.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I
Anyway,
felt that on such a deep level. Truly.
Dang, he's really do be role playing though.
You really do meditate.
Oh god.
Okay. So, Elif, while you sit there and pray, it takes a while. But soon you kind of drift off to a sleep as everybody else seems to have this conversation about wands and stabbing people with a sharpened one. You find yourself in the chamber, looking down as if you're hovering in the air. It is a shape of, with 9 points, a symbol drawn in blood on the floor. Torches of green light line the alcoves, kind of arching up into this dome-like chamber that has an opening showing the sky above. But it is not the sky you know. It is not the stars you're familiar with. You can hear the sounds of groaning and the cries out of the dead throughout the night. In this room, 5 figures step forward, each wearing armor black as night, eyes glowing red beneath their helmets. Similar, but not the same. As they step forward, all brandishing blades the color of onyx, some showing bones or rotten flesh within the gaps of their armor. The first one steps forward and takes off his helmet. You see the withered face of a long dead human man. I see that we all got the blessing once more. Hello, brethren. The next one steps forward and takes off their helmet, and you see the face of a woman dragonborn, half of it being gone, showing the face of Bear Skull, the gums and the lips curled back, showing teeth. Rylan, how long has it been? I do not know, sister, but it seems that we have been awoken once more to carry out our duty to our Lord. Brothers, sisters, we must move quickly, but still be in shadows. Find the others. First, Arcandion must be found. Caliston, Noitelhina, and our brother Garishnar. Without them, our duty will not be fulfilled. Our master will not see his kingdom once more. Go. Search. Find their prisons. The time grows closer. As you watch this meeting take place, the one known as Ashira, the dragonborn woman, kind of walks over to Raylon and whispers his ears. I see. It appears we're not alone. And he looks up and he stares right at you, which you don't seem to know how that is. So the little plaything has visited us. We thank you for what you've done, the power that you gave back to us. Your usefulness will end soon, but for now, I will let you live. Goodbye. It seems like you're almost like pulled away, blackness fades, and you wake back up in the tiny hut just as it begins to disappear. The ice kind of cracking as it does so and just sliding off, exposing you all to the cold elements once more.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
I'm furious.
Wow.
Yeah. So is it morning time now? Are we all done?
Yes, as the sun begins to rise, you notice that the storm does fade away. And it's just, you know, a still cold but bearable wind.
Do we have a good health potion? Do we have a relatively good health potion that I could use? Like Sarah or someone?
I've got a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, so do I.
Because I don't want to take our best one. Or I can just take Sarah with me. I'm so confused right now. Sarah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want to come with me? Do you have all your spell slots filled?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, come with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up a normal circle outside of the where the tiny hut was. Now that we have a little bit more room. And I still have my blessing of Orcus, right, Michael?
As far as you know, you haven't really had the chance to test it out.
Well, we're gonna test it out now. I don't know. I don't really want to cast a spell on myself. I just want to sacrifice myself in the circle.
What?
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to heal me after.
Wait, but if you sacrifice yourself, that means how the fuck am I supposed to get you back if it's a sacrifice?
Well, it's the effort that counts. I don't think I'll die all the way, but I don't know.
I ain't gonna be a part
I
of
need
this.
something. Stay,
We'll
you gotta work
sacrifice
with
someone
me. You
else.
gotta work with me.
We'll sacrifice something else.
Who?
Whom?
Clover?
Well, first of all, I didn't say that. But you know, now that you bring it up, yeah, maybe Clover, or I'm not saying this just cause like they're new, but like can anyone else hear us say this?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. I just look around before I say I'm like, we could also kill Kelwin. Because they're both relatively new.
I don't want to kill Calwin.
Is it because he's a human you feel more comfortable killing the rabbit?
He reminds me of Denton a little bit.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Clover
can't.
could come back though, right? Like Clover regens.
I mean, he came back last time. Nothing stopped him. Oh no. Why don't we sacrifice? Can we sacrifice like parts of ourselves? Like, you know, cut off my arm or something.
I just need an answer right now because do we need to group huddle? Should I be group huddling right now?
Yeah, I feel like we definitely shouldn't sacrifice him. We should like probably like just find something to kill.
Okay, guys, can we do a group huddle?
Hey guys, and then like I whistle them.
I guess I won't be sacrificing myself.
Mhm.
So instead I'll be talking to you guys about my problems.
All right, last resort.
There have been a couple of instances.
Okay.
Okay, while we've been here that are really concerning to me. First and foremost, lovely Ren. She appeared to me on my watch.
No way.
She did, and she told me that she wanted me back. And I was like, no way. Like I'm not gonna sign up for that again. But when I went to do my prayer session this morning, the vision that I got was not very secure in my future or the future of us, which is concerning.
What do you mean?
I believe that I'm going to have perhaps maybe not the opportunity to work with her again, but to be under her control perhaps.
Mm.
I think that's gonna happen again. That opportunity. I don't really know what to do though right now.
Could you make her think she has you, and then later escape from her?
Probably
That depends.
really hard to trick a deity,
It'd be
no?
difficult. But if I stay on the path that I'm on, I'm going to die. They're not going to let me live. I won't be able. That's what my vision was about.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's just more troubles on more troubles.
If we could deceive her somehow, get the kids out first. I wonder if we could find a way to leave her before she could really claim you. Or else escape back to the material plane with you and your new friend, the one who's giving you power now. Whoever they are, they fight it out with her.
That's why I wanted to do a ritual to try to contact him directly.
How much space do you need?
How much space? Just I have plenty in the field, but I need a good sacrifice.
What kind of sacrifice?
Just a good one. Preferably something bigger with magical properties. I'm not too sure though. I don't know. Maybe we keep our eyes out.
Maybe.
You mean something like a dragon?
If we could do that, yeah, that'd be great.
How
But,
exactly are we going to sacrifice a dragon?
You don't know if that's something he'd be interested in.
Well,
They'd be interested in.
I guess the sacrifice is not really interested. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe we can subdue it.
either we find one on the way or we come up with some grand idea. I don't think we can kill a dragon like that, but I definitely think we should definitely move.
Does it have to be a full-grown dragon?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a dragon at all, but it wouldn't have to be full grown. I don't know.
Come
be
on, we
anything.
can find that egg. Wait for it to
I
hatch
don't
real
have a
quick,
lot of
and
discretion.
then like get our
Wait for it to
slit
hatch.
its throat.
Oh,
I think
wow.
that's a great idea.
Is it?
So, I don't know about you, but I don't know how I feel about sacrificing something to do something else.
You know,
Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
you're
be
a
honest, I
pussy,
kind of
Clover.
agree with you, Clover.
Two pussies.
What's that supposed to
I
mean?
mean, if
Can't move forward in life without a little bit of sacrifice.
I feel like I've made enough sacrifice.
Okay, I feel like that saying means that we should just like
Yeah.
work really hard to get what we want and sacrifice a little bit like personal time or something along those lines. Not like a living, breathing thing.
I agree with you.
When you sacrifice things, they don't typically have to be alive. You can sacrifice something that's dead already.
There's no point in that. The point it's his values, okay, my patron's values, and the destruction of life as that's a value. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. That's what matters.
You're not making this very compelling. The structure
Well,
of life.
you know,
We
if
are
he
alive.
works with
All of
us
us
and
are
he
alive.
helps us, it would be very compelling, Clover. And if you would help me a little bit, and if you'd be a little bit more cooperative, maybe we could experiment with it.
Cooperative?
Yes.
It means useful. But she was like putting a nice sugar coat filter on it, but I know what you meant.
You forget how useful Clover has been in the past. They haven't they've put themselves in a lot of danger to continue with us. Just saying.
Let's look for an opportunity, all right?
Clover
Let's...
I figure if we have an enemy, maybe we can take advantage of that. I don't know.
Sure. Something killable.
So sacrifice a bad guy. You know what?
I got
Maybe
it. We sacrifice an evil wizard. There you go.
Yeah, how many evil wizards do you know? Also, why can't we just sacrifice like someone for?
I mean, hey, sorry, you're magical, aren't you?
Your mama's magical. Ew. 69th episode.
Hey, nice.
I suggest him.
I suggest. Nah, we can't get rid of her mom. She's that good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm climbing over my
How about we put a pin in the whole sacrifice thing, and then we continue on as we are?
I mean, the sacrifice thing's a big part, but I guess we can put a pin in it.
Elif,
But
what
I'll
do
just
you
have you
answer
know-
for that requires the death of someone or something.
What?
What answer could be worth that?
Are you talking to Clover? Because you don't sound like him right now.
Wait, are you asking me what would compel me to sacrifice someone?
Like, what is the question that makes the death of something so important?
I don't know. I'm just blindly.
I don't really know how to answer that question, but all I know is that it matters a lot to my patron. And if we can get my patron to help protect us, then that's all I really care about. I don't know.
We can actually answer your question with a sacrifice.
Never mind this. Never mind this for now. Let's move on for now. And as we find something, maybe we'll use that so that you can commune with your patron.
All right.
But for now, we need to move.
I just want to say only 2 people in the group were opposed. No one else was verbally opposed to the idea. But let's continue.
I would prefer not to sacrifice anything
Too late.
either.
We've already moved past it. Your silence was deafening.
I'm not opposed to asking for help. Just depends on what that help is.
My thought is, a lot of things seem to attack us here in the Winterlands. Next thing that attacks us, I can use that.
I like where your head's at.
That's a good idea.
It's a lot better place than your head was at, Sarah.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking
I do know
about
what you're talking about.
sacrificing your friends.
I never said I'd sacrifice my friends. When did I say that?
Oh. I don't know who your friends are, I guess, but people in this group, like...
I never said I'd sacrifice anyone in this group. And when I did say that out of character, I was talking to Elith separately and off area.
So,
I did not verbally publicly tell everybody I was going to sacrifice you
Clover
guys.
is going to go
I
over
retract that,
and their eyes are going to turn like completely black as he just launched firebolt after firebolt after firebolt into the snowdrift.
What
until
the
like
fuck?
about 3 minutes of it, the snow's just completely
What in the
melting, like refreezing, and then they're just like taking deep breaths, Eyes return to normal and they turn back around. We need to go.
What was that?
I would like to detect thoughts on Clover. Right before the eyes turn back.
Okay. So on surface level, anger, frustration.
Angry.
I want to probe a little deeper. It's a wisdom save, DC 18.
Yeah, you're rejected.
Oh, okay.
Does he now know that you're trying to read his thoughts?
Now, yes.
Clover does not acknowledge it.
Okay. I think we should go.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you all move forward?
I'll be last.
I'll take second to last.
I'll go third to last.
Okay.
Because that puts me and Shada in the lead.
I'll be in the back with Kelvin.
Okay.
Cool. I suppose I'll be right behind the leader.
So, as you all move forward further into the tundra of the Winterlands, that is where we're going to end session 69 of Prestige Encounters.
69.
69.
Did we end by coming into a hole?
Nice.
Only if you really try.
Clover did.
We ended as we began.
All
An
right.
episode that loops in on itself.
So everyone, as our party ventures further into the Winterlands to rescue the stolen children from the Festival of Last Light, we will see you in 2 weeks for our next session as we venture onward. So I would like to, guys, before we even do all of that, I just want to acknowledge how great I feel about this session, and so much just so much. So
this one was really fun for me.
I didn't really appreciate the psychotic episode I had, but I loved it nonetheless.
Yeah.
A little crazy never hurt nobody. Anyway, so so I would like to thank all of our amazing role players, cast members that we have here. First and foremost, we have Elith Visago, the Tiefling Warlock, who's starting to show her hand. I'm curious.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. I'm really nervous for next time.
Okay.
Ember Alfraxius, the Fire Ganasai Wizard.
Hi guys. See you in 2 weeks. Be there for our Minecraft server.
Sarast, our Elven Bard.
I just want to say, make sure to look both ways before you cross the road.
Shada Copperstone, our Tabaxi
sorry,
Fighter
it's
and
funny.
Warlock.
Y'all have a great week.
You got extra buffed during this session. I just want to acknowledge, that's the first time that you all have done that collectively, and I feel like it's the most.
That was awesome.
It wasn't even planned, but it's the best teamwork that you guys have ever done. So I just want to acknowledge that. So good job, Kelvin, our
Great
Elven,
success.
Kelvin, our Elven Artificer.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Midnight Jack, our half Elven Rogue and Warlock.
I'll see you soon.
And last and certainly least, Zarg Nacella, our Human Ranger.
Bruh. Yep.
That's it. That's all we're getting.
Oh, man.
That's all we're getting. Zarg.
Yep. That's all you get.
Don't have a beautiful time after that. Colin.
All right, well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning to our session tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks, of course, for session 70 Prestige Encounters. Look out for us next Tuesday as we upload this session on our YouTube channel and on the podcast network. Until then, I am Salkus, your Dungeon Master. Have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Episode 69.
69.
Yeah.